As the sun sets on another season of high school football in the Mobile area, some players will play on for playoff glory, while others, this could be the final time that they strap on a uniform. In the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week matchup, a special Halloween edition between the Baker Hornets and the Davidson Warriors. Hello everyone, I'm Tim Finnegan alongside my broadcast partner Howard McCain, and what a way to end the season, Howard. Then a huge rivalry matchup between two of the top programs in the Mobile County Public School System.
Yeah, and it's a bittersweet end to a fantastic series in here broadcasting with you tonight, Tim. But yeah, what better way to culminate a season than with this matchup? And we remember this matchup from last season. It was a 14-13 overtime just squeaker here at Davidson, and it was just an outstanding football game. And just looking forward to another fantastic game of football tonight, Tim.
Well, we are underway as Baker receives first. A historic run for the Baker Hornets this season as they try to add to their already historic record. First time 8 wins, setting the standard for the team history, but trying to add to it tonight, get their 9th win. Quite the run, because for a lot of people, the last 4 years has just been a constant growth for the Baker Hornet program, especially under Jack French. 2 playoff appearances in the past 3 years, and right now they're looking to add to that and not slow anything down against the Davidson Warrior team that's in rebuild mode.
Yeah, and for years, Baker was one of those teams that was a doormat here in the city, but they've turned this program around tremendously, Tim, as we take a look at this opening play for the Baker Hornets.
Chappell comes out with a check down to his senior target, Donald LaFleur, making a huge play and getting what will be a fresh set of downs on the opening play.
Yeah, nice job there of selling the play fake. First of all, Chappell was able to get out into the left flat. His wide receiver just simply ran a shallow out. He was able to pick up the pass and surge upfield, Tim, for a nice gain on first down. Ball now sits on the 33-yard line of the Baker Hornets, Tim. That's the first play of the first drive.
Chappell comes out, a bunch of weapons surrounding him, as he hands off to his running back in the backfield. Has got a breakaway to the 50, 45, and brought down, tripped up down to the 40-yard line on the play. Ricky Brown, the junior running back, getting all the way across into Davidson territory.
Yeah, and it took Jamarius Tillman, the last line of defense for the Davidson Warriors, to finally bring him down, Tim. And, is this going to be a trend tonight for the Davidson Warriors? Are they going to be able to seal off the edge to keep the big running back from getting down the left sideline all night? If not, this could be a long night for the Warriors.
Another handoff to Brown on this play. He's going to test the right side. Spins away from one defender and brought down after about a 4-yard gain on the play. Brings him up to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, and that was much better defense that time. I believe that was Kanan Sylvester that was able to come up and fill the hole on the running back on that play, Tim. Still able to pick up about 4 yards on first down. Nice gain there by the big running back for the Baker Hornets. It's going to bring up about a 2nd and 6, sort of a long 6 here on second down for the Baker Hornets.
Subbing in at running back, one of the most electrifying players in the Mobile area, only a sophomore, Trey McMillan. You've heard of him as he's put up some crazy numbers at times as Chappell keeps it and gets close to that first down marker at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by Chappell. That was actually a design run, Tim, but he actually had the option to dump it out into the flat to the running back who was sitting there waiting. But what he did, he had to read the linebackers to see if they were going to bite on the possible pass out into the flat. A bit of a rushing lane opened up for Chappell. He was able to get upfield, get about 5.5 yards, Tim, on second down. 3rd and short now for the Baker Hornets. Ball sits on the 30-yard line of the Warriors.
We talked about the Davidson Warriors almost in a rebuilding mode as they are slated with a number of sophomore starters, mainly James Potter, number 82, on the right side defensive end, 6'3", 230. It's going to be a big matchup tonight out in the trenches with Potter trying to make a lot of things happen.
Yeah, direct snap right there, Tim, to the big quarterback, Chappell. He just simply takes the snap, goes straight ahead behind his offensive line, picks up enough for a first down, and I don't think they move the sticks. Now, I'm a little confused because they're showing second down. I thought it was 3rd and short on that play, and I must have it wrong. Now, the scoreboard says first down, but the field marker says second down and about 6.
We're going to go with the field on this one.
I guess so.
As Chappell will keep it himself, goes up the left side of the field and brought down from behind, but not until he picks up a fresh set of downs to the 15-yard line and pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, I guess it won't matter now, Tim, because he was able to pick up enough for a first down. As we take a look at the replay, again, Chappell just simply play fake and is able to find a rushing lane on the left side, and they've been testing that left side quite a bit here on this opening drive, Tim, a weak spot over there on that left side for the Davidson Warrior defense. So they're going to have to slide protection a little bit more to the left side and shore up that side of the field.
Terrence Beard, the H-back in front for McMillan. Chappell's going to keep it himself, gets a block from Beard, goes around the right side, runs through a defender, and he's frustrated as he wanted more on that one. He stopped at the 6-yard line.
Oh, yeah, so far Chappell, the best rusher for the Hornets on their attack. Just virtually unstoppable. Ball is now deep in the Warrior red zone, Tim. So far, Davidson just does not have an answer defensively for what it is that the Hornets want to run. Ball sits on the 6-yard line, Tim. It is now second down.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. It looks like there was a delay on that one. Chappell was trying to hand it off to McMillan, but turned around keeping it and just fell down on the play.
Yeah, Antonio Holmes was actually in to get Chappell down around his shoe tops. It looks like Chappell lost 1 yard on that play. Tim pushes the ball back to the 7-yard line. But, yeah, it was actually a read option by Chappell. He was looking at the defensive end, waiting for the defensive end to crash down. And while he was waiting for the defensive end to crash down, when the defensive lineman got in and made the stop.
Going to be a handoff to McMillan straight up the middle as they push forward towards the first down marker, and it looks like they get the first down as they cross inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, they needed the 4 to get the first down, Tim. So now ball is probably going to be spotted right at about the 3-yard line for the Baker Hornets. You're absolutely right. They were able to pick up enough for a first down, so it will be first and goal now as Chappell and the offense look to the sideline to get the play.
It also helps whenever you've got the power of offensive lineman Landon Davidson, 6'2", 300 pounds, number 77. He's right there. He's lined up at right guard, but this guy can play multiple positions on the offensive line, and you'll see that they like to follow him primarily.
I guarantee you that's where the play's going.
McMillan in motion, testing the left side, coming around and into the end zone. Trey McMillan scoring with a 3-yard end around on the play and gets the Hornets on the board first.
Well, you know what? I called it wrong. It was actually a jet sweep to the left, but it looked like they had everybody bunched on the right. Looks like they were going to go to the right, but as we look at the replay, again, just a jet sweep to the left. Great job there by the running back, McMillan, to find a crease in the defense and just get into the end zone for an easy 6 points, Tim. Easy opening drive for Baker.
Charles Egger on to kick the extra point. Snaps down, kick is up. And it is through the uprights. The Baker Hornets strike first with a 7-0 lead in the first quarter of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. Welcome back to the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week, presented by School Insights, live here on Seymour TV, a production of the Mobile County Public School System. Hager lining up to kick this one off for the Hornets after a 3-yard scramble from Trey McMillan gets the Hornets on the board first. Hager with a booming kick all the way back to about the 14-yard line, brought out by Davidson up to the 30, to the 35, cuts back in, down at the 40-yard line on the play was Travis Barnes, making a huge return for his team. Torrance Williams, excuse me.
Man, you know what? Nice night for football, Tim. I was looking at the weather prior to the football game.
Travis
you're right. You know what? I showed you the wrong roster. I apologize for that, man. You can blow me up for that one on Twitter if you want to.
You know, I'll give you a mulligan because it's Halloween. You know, anything can happen.
Beautiful night for football, Tim. 68 degrees at kickoff, 44% humidity, winds northwest at about 10 miles an hour, a 1% chance of rain.
A little action down in the trenches there, and a flag will come out at the 40-yard line. Looked like there's a little bit of encroachment as the Davidson offensive line is clapping along for that one.
Now, you told me prior to the broadcast tonight that it was, I believe it was senior night, correct?
It's senior night.
Yeah, senior night tonight as we get the call here from Mike Smith.
Defense.
Yeah, it's senior night here for the Baker Hornets, and as the night goes on, Tim, it's going to get colder and colder. So, all the young ladies that are wearing open-toed shoes and spaghetti strap dresses, boy, it's going to be a tough night. As we look at the game officials, our referee is Mike Smith. Kenny Lambert is our umpire. Chip Mayhall Anthony Odom, John B., Tim Porter, and Jonathan King round out our officials tonight.
On a 1st and 5, Marquise Manuel hands off to Dante Edwards, the sophomore running back, getting a 3-yard gain on the play, bringing up a 2nd and 2. We talked about the Warriors switching to a heavy sophomore lineup. New starting quarterback as of a couple of weeks ago, Marquise Manuel, only a sophomore, 5'6", 166 pounds, but he's a little more to the style that we've seen in past years with the Warrior offense, but the number one weapon is standing right behind him, and Dante Edwards, as Manuel's going to keep it, get up the right side of the field, dives forward, and gets a 1st down as they cross into Baker territory. Dante Edwards, 5'9", 190 pounds, only a sophomore.
Boy, he's
at
little.
running back.
That's a little guy. And but he plays with so much heart. As we take a look at the replay here, as Manuel just decides to keep it and surge up the right side. He's finally tripped up, I believe, on the play, Tim, by Jim Burnett, but it was not before Davidson was able to move the sticks, Tim. Important opening drive here for for the Warriors, considering how well Baker was able to move the football down the field and stick it in the end zone.
Yerk Bethune, the tight end, spread out to the left as Edwards gets another carry but goes nowhere on the play. Minimal gain of maybe a yard. 2nd and 9 upcoming.
Yeah, I see they're going to spot him. Looks like he may have picked up about 2 quiet yards that time from the running back position. So ball sits now on the 44-yard line of the Baker Hornets, Tim. 6:15 remaining here in the first quarter, and Baker is currently enjoying a 7-0 lead here on homecoming night here at Baker Stadium.
Well, you got to love the fact that Marquise Manuel has so many running back options in the backfield as he's going to hand off to Edwards. It's going to go straight up the middle for another 1st down, a 10-yard gain on the play for Edwards.
Braids just waving in the wind as he broke through the first line of defense for the Baker Hornets. Finally was stopped after a thunderous run. Look at that. Wow, great way to finish the play there. Almost ran over Eric, I believe that's Rumkoff there at the end of the play, looking like Eddie Lacy. That's what he looks like. He's built like Eddie Lacy from the Green Bay Packers when he gets that football and builds up a head of steam headed towards the line of scrimmage. So great job of running their ball now inside the 30-yard line of the Hornets.
Manuel in an empty backfield. David Reese coming across the left side. He's going to hand off to the seniors. He's going to get around the left side up to the 20-yard line and brought down on the play. A huge run for the Warriors on 1st down, bringing up 2nd and short.
Now, I believe that was Myron Williams from the linebacker position that made the spot. As we take a look here, as Manuel, almost a missed exchange there between him and the running back Reese, but Reese is able to get around the left side, Tim. Takes a big hit right there just as he goes down inbounds, so the clock continues to tick. 5:02 remaining in the first quarter. Baker up 7-0.
David Reese, 5'4", but a thundering 180 pounds.
Thundering?
Thundering. He's a Blazer now. You got to watch him. Manuel's going to keep it himself. Stiff arms the defender, gets up the right side of the field. A 1st down and inside the 10-yard line.
That was a nice run. That was a nice run because he actually was dead to rights right around the line of scrimmage, but looks like the defensive end was able to shed his block and make a play on Manuel. As we take a look here, actually, as Manuel goes around the right side, he should be down there, but a beautiful stiff arm, and he's able to get upfield and just do the rest with his legs, with his power, and get inside the 15, ball all the way down to the 10-yard line of Baker. Beautiful opening drive being put together here by the Warriors.
Fresh set downs to the 10-yard line. Manuel comes out, hands off to Edwards, storms straight up the middle, and brought down on the play.
Tim, that was actually a fumble on that play by the running back. Dante Edwards. But the thing about it is he fumbled the football as he went into the line of scrimmage. As we take a look at the replay, you may not be able to see from this angle, but when he gets the football, Tim, and he goes into the line of scrimmage, he actually fumbles. But the ball sits up on his back so long that Manuel is able to get in and get the football back for his football team.
What a play.
What a play. That is one of the weirdest fumbles I've ever seen. Nobody on the defense saw it, but Manuel was the only offensive player that saw it and came in and got back possession for his football team.
Not exactly how they drew it up.
No.
Edwards gets another carry as he tests the right side, continues to push forward and dragging defenders with him, stretches out, but a flag comes out at the 1-yard line.
Wow. When you see a kid run like that, you almost want him to score. I mean, he ran so hard, and I think there may have been a late face mask penalty that's going to come in on the tail end of that for against Baker. But wow, what a strong run there that time by Edwards. And as we take another look at the fumble, the ball sat on Edwards' back. Looks like forever, and nobody from the defense saw it. Even the guy that was tackling Edwards didn't see the football, but great job by Manuel to see that football. Looks like that penalty was indeed against the offense as we're getting the call here from Mike Smith.
We have a 5-yard incidental face mask against Baker. The scoring team is elected to have the 5-yard penalty assessed on the kickoff.
Wait, Tim, I'm confused. Now, the kicking team is out to attempt the point after, but I don't see 6 points on the board.
I believe Davidson was credited with the touchdown, according to what the referees are saying. I don't think they would be out kicking a field goal if they got that close to.
Now, okay, Tim, you know what? I take it back. That was actually 4th down. So they needed to have gotten into the end zone because, remember, it was 1st and goal at the 10.
No, they've credited them with the touchdown.
Oh.
As we take a look right here.
Still leg, beautiful job.
Edwards continued to just fight his way through the defenders, stretches out, crosses the line. The penalty is going to be assessed on the kickoff, and they came out and kicked the point after.
Okay, and what the problem was, I never saw the referee give the indication.
Well, they didn't because of the penalty at the time.
Right.
But with 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in first quarter action, we have a tie ball game at 7 apiece.
Yeah, both teams able to take their opening drive down the field, let's be honest, with relative ease.
Well, this isn't just any rivalry matchup,
okay.
Howard.
Yeah.
A little storyline to keep in mind for tonight. Danny Smith, who's the defensive coordinator for the Baker Hornets, came over from
Davidson.
Okay. And so you think there's a little bit of a coaching rivalry there? It's like, Davidson might know a couple of strategies, just throwing it out there.
We have coaching rivalries all over this city where guys are interchanging, coaches and assistant coaches and defensive coordinators and office coordinators. Everybody's just kind of sharing the wealth here in Mobile County and Baldwin County. So, man, it's not a matchup any Friday night, Tim, where it's not a coaching rivalry, seems like.
Davidson coming out, and a booming punt is taken at the 1-yard line by Baker. Bringing it out to about the 30-yard line, 35-40, cuts back, stiff arms the defender to the 50, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5, and into the end zone. Trey McMillan just walks it in. A 99-yard kickoff return gets the Baker Hornets back on the board. Trey McMillan, his 2nd touchdown already.
Is this the kind of night that we can expect from this rivalry game? Is anybody going to stop anybody? Because, boy, this is going to be some exciting football, Tim, here in the last game of the regular season. Great job on the punt return that time by McMillan. Fielded the ball right around about the 1-yard line. Booming kickoff from the Davidson Warriors. Just a breakdown in lane assignments for the kickoff coverage team. 99-yard kickoff return.
Baker with a point after is good, and the Baker Hornets, just like that, are back on top 14-7 in the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week.
Tim, as we take a look at the replay, you see McMillan circle and get underneath the football. Now, guys lose discipline sometimes in their assignment lanes. Guys got out of those assignment lanes, and McMillan found a crease right in the middle of the kickoff coverage team. And after that, Tim, come on, man, it was just speed and opportunity left in front of him to get into the end zone. 99 yards later, McMillan is into the end zone and pushes the Baker Hornets out now to a comfortable 14-7 lead. 3 possessions, 3 scores.
Comfortable
Comfortable.
in a rivalry matchup?
It's a possibility. We'll wait and see.
We talked about the electrifying talent that Trey McMillan is, but what's even more amazing is he is only a sophomore.
Oh my God!
A lot of sophomores in tonight's game.
Look, you know me. I'm a thighs and calves guy.
Oh boy.
I'm a thighs and that's how I assess players, thighs and calves. When I look at McMillan, he looks like a power runner. He's got thick thighs, thick calves. But we saw right there, the guy is more than just powerful. This guy is fast.
He's so fast, he makes fast people look not fast.
That's right. He's incendiary.
Davidson returning this one to the 35 and pushed out of bounds. What a shot.
Yeah, big hit.
Wow.
Big hit over here on the near side is, wow.
Malcolm Lee coming over and just putting out some punishment.
Yeah,
on
that
the
was
play.
that was Travis Barnes. Once again, Tim, on that kickoff return as we take a look here. Ball comes down to Travis Barnes, and he has a bit of a wall set up on the left side, but as it breaks down, man, he's near the sideline, and big hit going out of bounds right there by Malcolm Lee over here on the Baker Hornet side. And, man, his teammates didn't do an awful job at all of showing a lot of emotion as he jumped up from that big hit over here on the near side as the Warriors take over, Tim, at their own 36-yard line.
They didn't have much of a break, but they don't seem to need one as David Reese comes out and he's going to throw one down the field and just out of reach for his intended target on the play.
Yeah, it looks like he was trying to hit the big tight end, streaking down the right side. That's that's not Caleb Westbrook. Is that who it is? That was Caleb Westbrook. Caleb Westbrook. You know what? I got my rosters mixed up. That was Hayden Maxey. I'm sorry, Tim. That was Hayden Maxey.
Halloween's got you all mixed up.
I know.
Tonight,
I think a gremlin is in here somewhere. He actually broke open right at the end of his route, Tim, because the defensive back misjudged the pass. He stopped moving his feet, and Maxey went right past him. Ball had been a little bit shorter. Man, that would have gone for a long game.
Quarter kept back keeper for Manuel, but going to go nowhere as he stopped in the backfield by a swarm of Hornet defenders.
Yeah, that was Calvin McLeod, Tim, from the defensive back position. He's 5'9", 160-pound sophomore, just doing a great job of assignment football, keeping his eyes in the backfield on Manuel. When Manuel decided to try to dart out of the backfield, he came in quickly, got him down. Tim, a loss on the play. So now for the Davidson Warriors, it's now 3rd down and 11, Tim. They're at their own 35-yard line, 2:24 left in the first quarter.
Well, key to success, Howard, has got to be depth. As you've been noticing, the Baker Hornets have been doing a lot of substituting on both sides of the ball already tonight, keeping fresh legs out there and trying to establish some momentum early on in this game as Manuel comes out. A quick strike across the right side is going to be intercepted. Intercepted by Baker at the 45-yard line.
Trent Archie,
the senior cornerback, coming up with a huge play for his defense.
Wow. Let's take a look at the replay, Tim. I'll let you take us through it.
Manuel looking over for his target on the right side. Double coverage in the area, tipped up, and Archie making an athletic play to intercept it as Baker takes over now at the 44-yard line.
Yeah, Isaiah Living was his intended target, and be honest with you, the ball hit him in his hands, but for some reason it hit him in his hands and bounced straight up. Beautiful job by Trent Archie to this great concentration on the football to corral it for his football team.
Brown back and running back, but they're going to hand off to Beard on the play as he's going to get a minimal gain. 2nd and about 7 upcoming.
Yeah, nothing over there that time on the right side as they ran between tackles. Antonio Holmes, big defensive lineman, Tim, on that right side was able to snuff that run play out, but not before Baker was able to pick up positive yards, about 2-yard gain on the play, Tim. Ball at about the 40-yard line of the Davidson Warriors, and our score is 14-7 Baker.
1 minute, 30 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. Play action fake. Chappell has pressure in his face and brought down in the backfield.
Yeah,
3rd and 10 upcoming.
Yeah, nothing doing. Dorian Coleman putting the rush that time on Chappell. Now, Chappell only took about a 3-step drop because he wanted to try to hit his wide receiver on the right side who was running a quick slant, but it was covered up so well. And next thing you know, defensive pressure got Chappell down. Loss of about 3 on the play is going to bring up 3rd down and 11 now for the Baker Hornets. Ball sits on the 44-yard line now of the Warriors.
3rd and about 11. Chappell and Brown in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Chappell dropping back to pass, looks over to the left side, checks it down to his receiver, gets a block, and up the field for a 1st down and out of bounds.
That was nice. That was a nice play call there by the offensive staff. Holden Verdon actually ran a shallow cross. Shallow cross is just a square in that goes about a couple of yards past the line of scrimmage. Chappell was able to find him streaking across his face, hit him, and he had a downfield block, which was enough for a 1st down. He needed 11, picked up 12, sticks move, 1st down for the Baker Hornets, 33-yard line of the Warriors.
McMillan back at running back. He's going to test the right side, powers his way through, and gets about a 4-yard gain as they cross inside the 30-yard line. 25 seconds and counting here in the 1st quarter.
Zachary Portlock, Tim, make the stop, and this is an important defensive series early on in this football game for the Davidson Warriors because with the pace that this football game is being played at, they can't afford to go down by 2 scores. So this is a very important series of downs here. 2nd and 3rd down is going to be huge right now because Davidson, again, can't go down by 2 scores. As you look at the body language of some of the defenders, Tim, guys already got their hands on their hips, and we're early on in the 1st quarter.
We'll head to 2nd quarter action with the Baker Hornets leading the Davidson Warriors 14-7 in the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week.
Nonviolence will start with me.
Nonviolence will start with me.
All across the Mobile County public school system, students are taking the pledge.
I pledge to accept the responsibility of my actions.
To solve problems peacefully.
Respect myself and others.
The 100 Days of Nonviolence Pledge is an initiative to help explore alternative means of stopping violence among school students. Will you take the challenge? Get involved. Take a stand. 100 Days, 100 Ways.
Welcome back to the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week, presented by School Insights live here on Seymour TV, a production of the Mobile County Public School System. As we take a look at Danny Smith right there, the defensive coordinator coming over from Davidson. They also made a major addition as the offensive coordinator for Justin Thomas. Both coordinators a huge upgrade for this Baker program as Chappell comes out on 2nd down and is going to storm his way right up the middle and going to get close to that 1st down marker.
Yeah, just a great job right there on offense, Tim. They just simply spread the field with numbers in the offensive set for the Baker Hornets. They had trips to the left, 2 wide receivers to the right. That pulled the linebackers away from the line of scrimmage in the coverage. Chappell recognized that on the play fake as his running back McMillan came across Tim, exploited a hole up the right side. 1st down for the Baker Hornets again. Davidson has to dig in here. They have to stop these guys from scoring on this drive.
3 bunch receivers out to the left side, empty backfield. Chappell's going to take it himself, going to test the left side, runs through a defender, and picks up a gain of about 6 yards. You know, you have your playoff spot set. It is a rivalry game in the finale. It is senior night. But you got to be a little worried whenever your quarterback's making hits like that.
Well, if you're Coach French, you do want to win the football game because, of course, you want to go into the playoffs on a good note.
Right.
But at the same time, you don't lose a single thing if you don't win the football game. So I believe if they can get to a comfortable lead in this football game, Chappell is coming out of this ball game.
He's got 5 receiving options, 1 in motion. Coming around is going to be McMillan, but Chapel's going to keep it himself, go the left side, and get another first down as they are inside the Warrior 10-yard line.
Yeah, Kanan Sylvester made the stop again, Tim, coming up from that defensive secondary. But this is the way Chapel plays football. You know, as we take a look here, Chapel, again, play action, freezes the linebackers. Chapel goes up the left side. But again, gets tackled by 3 guys, and as he came out of that tackle, Tim, now he was wincing just a little bit, so that is something to keep our eye on as this night goes on. Chapel, he is too important to this offense, Tim, to lose going into the playoffs.
Brown in the backfield out running backs, going to get the carry on the play, goes straight up the middle, bounce through a couple defenders, and inside the 3-yard line. A huge gain on first down for the Hornets.
Yeah, that's going to set them up nicely. On this second down play. Good job, good push up front by the offensive line, Tim, to open up a hole on the left side. Ball sits on about the 3-yard line, 2-yard line, I believe, of the Warriors.
Brown and Beard in the backfield with Chapel, second and short for the Hornets offense. We are under 10 minutes in a quick second quarter. Beard shifting over as an extra blocker. Chapel getting the snap. Hands off to Beard, a delayed handoff, and a pile up right at the 1-yard line. Both sides trying to push in, but gonna go nowhere.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be stopped just short of the goal line that time, and sort of a weird handoff from Chapel to the running back that time, Ricky Brown. It wasn't one of your conventional handoffs, Tim. It was I don't know, almost like he was like handing the ball off with his hand flipped over and putting it to the running back's stomach, but was not able to get into the end zone. So it's going to be
Chapel bunches up and gets it himself into the end zone for another Baker score, taking our lead 20-7. 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Yeah, 1-yard touchdown run that time by Chapel. As we take a look here, excuse me, I'm sorry. Gee, he just hurries up to the line of scrimmage. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Hey, it is Halloween.
Now that is scary. I'm really starting to
Was
worry
that better?
about you. I'm really starting to worry about you.
I know how to scare you now. Just cough.
Snap is down. The kick is up. Hager with the point after is good as Baker takes a 21-7 lead. 9 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the second quarter of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week.
It's here, the MCPSS mobile app. It's a way for you to stay connected and informed with all of the happenings around the school district. Receive weather alerts, check your child's grades and homework, plus more. Watch sports, original programming, find school locations, and read the latest news. Stay connected with all your favorite social networking sites. Download it today for free.
Welcome back to the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week, presented by School Insights, live here on Seymour TV, a production of the Mobile County Public School System. Tim Finnegan, Howard McCain bringing you tonight's rivalry matchup between the Baker Hornets and the Davidson Warriors. The Hornets with a 21-7 lead here in the second quarter already, with 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining here in our first half. A high kickoff is going to go out of bounds for the Warriors, and they're going to get great field position to start this drive.
Yeah, that ball is going to come out, I believe, to the 35-yard line as the pooch kick goes out of bounds for the Baker Hornets. But, man, just a red-hot, just a scorching hot start to this football game, Tim. Baker, so far, every time that they've touched the football, Tim, they have scored the football, and they lead by a score of 21-7 here in the second quarter, Tim. Scorching also because that was a really, really fast first quarter. We were only on the air for about 25 minutes, and the first quarter was over.
Well, obviously everyone wants to get to the Halloween festivities. That's trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treating.
Man, if they hadn't done it by now, ain't no candy left.
You don't say that.
Ain't no candy.
They didn't save us any?
Ain't no candy. No, not at all.
We're going to have to check with our producer. Marquise Manuel back out with Dante Edwards. He's going to hand it off to Edwards. He continues to get out of a pile of tackles. An incredible run by the sophomore. Gets another first down. At one point, there was a pile up. You thought he was brought down, and then he just storms out of the pile.
Well, Tim is his leg churn. Now watch here as he goes into the line of scrimmage. His legs never stop. That is so huge. As a running back, coaches try to drill that into their running backs, that no matter what happens, do not stop your leg churn. And this kid, I'm telling you, he has been impressive so far. He's 5'9", 186 pounds, and he's only a sophomore.
David Reese in motion's going to get the carry, going to bounce off the left side of a tackle, gets a block, a flag comes out, and he's going to get up the field and brought down for a 6-yard gain pending the penalty flag.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to be holding against the Davidson Warriors, or if maybe a defender may have gotten a face mask, because another flag also has been dropped further upfield, Tim, right around about the 42-yard line of the Baker Hornets. So we have 2 flags. Is it a possibility that these could be offsetting penalties and it just simply replay the down? But we'll get the call here in just a moment from Mike Smith, who is our referee tonight.
How about the great crowd for both sides tonight? Baker is completely packed out despite the Halloween festivities.
This is where I would want to be. All right, Mike Smith trots over to him. He's going to give us the...
He's just trying to get closer to us.
Of course.
We have an incidental face mask against Baker. And we have a block in the back on Davidson. That's a double foul. By rule, we'll replay the down. Replay first down.
I like how he always explains everything for us.
Very, very informative.
I always feel I learn something whenever he's officiating.
He's got to be a teacher somewhere. He has to be.
Maybe. Well, we'll have to do some research. That might be a story.
Yeah, Mike Smith. He will not shortchange you from that referee spot tonight. Whenever a penalty flag hits the ground, you will get a very detailed explanation as to what happened.
Down at the bottom of your screen, one of the top weapons for this Warrior offense in Uric Bethune, a tight end going to be looked at by a number of Sun Belt teams.
Tim, that was Dante Edwards on the carry once again. Picks up about 2 yards on first down, so that pushes the ball up to the 49-yard line, that's right, of the Davidson Warriors. Second down and about 9. And once again, Tim, nice job of just continuing to turn his legs, because he was actually stopped at the line of scrimmage, continued to turn his legs. He spun off to the left and was able to pick up a minimal gain, but it was still positive yardage from the running back position.
Manuel back out in the pistol formation. Edwards right behind him, but he's got 2 running backs in front of him as he has a man in motion, as Reese is going to get the delayed handoff, bounce through a couple of defenders, runs through another, and picks up enough for a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, that was just a job of over pursuing the play that time by the defensive front of Baker. There was a problem on the exchange right there between Manuel and the running back. Manuel has to be more decisive with what he's going to do that football. Am I going to keep it and run it myself, or am I going to go ahead and sink it into the stomach of Reese so he can make something happen? That time, the defense just over-pursued the play. Reese got the handoff and was able to stumble forward for a big enough gain, Tim, to pick up the first down. Ball now sits on the 42-yard line of Baker.
Howard, I told you. David Reese, 5'4", a thundering 180 pounds. 5-footers for life!
Say what?
Hey, man. The undersized running back has been such a major threat in football in all levels.
Well, it's actually been the trend here lately, if you think about it. I mean, every time I see somebody from the running back position that's minuscule like that, I think about a Darren Sproles. That's in the NFL. I think about a Brandon Oliver that plays for the San Diego Chargers. I mean, Brandon Oliver is my height. He's 5'6", and man, he has been tearing it up out in San Diego. So yeah,
he's a hero.
Yeah, the smaller running backs are just taking over.
2nd and 8 now. Manuel on a quarterback keeper is going to take it up the right side of the field, cut back into the middle, runs through a defender, and a huge gain by the sophomore quarterback gets his offense a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, give a lot of credit to, I believe that was Eric Eiffel, that provided a great downfield block for his quarterback. We'll see it come into the screen here late as Manuel gets upfield. That block right there, as he sent one of the Baker defenders sprawling, and Manuel was able to pick up an additional 5 to 7 yards after that blocked him. So now the ball sits actually inside the red zone at the 16-yard line of Baker. We've got 6:03 left in the second quarter.
Fresh set of downs in the Baker red zone. Manuel and Edwards in the backfield. A delayed handoff. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. Manuel checking on the left side. Gets a block from Edwards, and inside the 5-yard line, there's a pile up. The ball came loose. Picked up, and they're trying to go into the end zone. Uric Bethune, but called dead down at the 3-yard line was the play.
Yeah, and that was huge because that football was out. As we take a look here, Manuel able to get up the left side, Tim, does not tuck the football away, and as he's being tackled there, ball comes out. Thankfully, one of his own players, that was James Clemens, that was able to jump on it, tried to advance it to the end zone, but he was already down, Tim, by contact, so the play is dead, ball is dead and spotted at the 5-yard line of the Baker Hornets. 1st and goal now for the Warriors. Big scoring opportunity for the offense where they can try to cut into this 21-7 lead right now that Baker is currently enjoying.
First down at the 5-yard line, 1st and goal. Manuel and Edwards out in the pistol formation. Edwards in motion. It's going to be handoff to Reese. Tries the right side, spins away from a defender, drags another one and into the end zone. David Reese, a 5-yard scramble, gets his Warriors into the end zone and back on the board.
Yeah, he went bumbling and stumbling off of that right side into the end zone. Unbalanced line that time to the left by the Davidson Warriors, looking like they were going to run the play to the left. Instead, they ran it to the right. Nice job by Reese of just displaying excellent balance as he was being tackled and used his strength to get into the end zone. Tim, 5-yard touchdown run there by Reese. We're now at 21-13 with the point after pending.
Snap is down, the kick is up, and through the uprights. 5 minutes remaining here in our second quarter. Baker with a 21-14 lead, but the Warriors continue to have an extremely productive offense.
Oh yeah, except for a miscue here and there. Actually, if the Warriors don't give up a 99-yard kickoff return, we're actually looking at a tie ball game right now. But Davidson looking just as effective on offense, Tim, as Baker has early on in this football game. But man, once again, these quarters are flying by as we take a look at these 7A Region 1 standings.
Well, Fairhope, Baker, Murphy, and Foley, the top 4 teams in 7A Region 1. Going to be a lot of major matchups that are going to be happening next week. I believe Fairhope is in action against Jeff Davis, who we saw in Week 1. They lost against LaFleur in our Week 1 coverage. Baker taking on Prattville, hosting next week. Foley taking on Auburn, and Murphy going against Central Phoenix City, a familiar playoff foe for the Panthers. But Foley-Auburn, how about that matchup?
That's going to be a good one. I mean, it's going to be a good one. That Murphy-Central Phoenix City, that matchup is going to be excellent as well.
A high kickoff is going to be returned from the 35-yard line for Baker and brought up to the 44-yard line on the play. Daniel Barston with the return.
Yeah, we have as a matter of fact, Daniel Barston is slow, Tim, to get up after that return. Like he's favoring that left arm just a little bit as he trots over to the home sideline, able to get the ball out to about the 43-yard line as we get some scores coming in.
Last night action, Murphy with a 56-7 victory over Alma Bryant. Spanish Fort, a 35-0 shutout of Citronelle.
Tough year for Citronelle.
Saraland, an astounding 50-9 victory over Blunt, is the Leopards' 3rd loss of the season, but their first one not in overtime.
Yeah, and we saw that game last week where they played LaFleur at home at Blunt, and we saw how that football game ended. Just an incredible finish to a football game that was pretty much dominated by LaFleur in the first half, but in the second half, Blunt was able to put together some plays, get into the end zone, and thanks to a 34-yard last-second field goal by their running back, they propelled themselves to victory, but man, ran into a buzzsaw when they took on Saraland. That's a tough Saraland football team.
That's a tough environment to play in.
Yeah.
Chappell comes out, hands off to McMillan. Met immediately a little bit of a scuffle down there, but short of the first down marker. Is going to bring up 3rd and short for the Hornets.
Wow. Good job by the defensive front. That time, they whipped the offensive line at the point of attack as the running back McMillan made his way upfield, but wasn't able to pick up enough, Tim. So big 3rd down once again here for the Warriors. So far have not been able to get the Baker Hornets off the field on 3rd down. Here lately it's just been Chappell with the play action fake, Tim, and he's basically been running for first downs himself.
Brown in at running back behind Chappell in the pistol formation. Chappell's going to keep it himself, spins away from a couple tackles, and a pile up right there is going to come up with a big defensive stop.
Well, I thought that they had marked his I was looking at it wrong. I'm sorry. I was signaling first down, but the what he crossed was actually the mark on the field where the ball was. So he did not pick up enough for a first down. So this is going to be 4th down and about a yard now for Baker. And I don't see the special teams unit making their way onto the playing surface for the Baker Hornets. So is it a possibility that Coach Jack French goes for it?
Well, I think we got that answer as the special teams
quick.
unit comes onto the field.
Never mind.
We'll take a rain check on that one.
Yeah.
The Hornets coming out. Chandler Crutcher coming out to punt this one away. Skyrocketing punt. Short distance. Is going to roll out at about the 22-yard line. There's 3 minutes remaining here in our second quarter. Baker with a 21-14 lead.
Yeah, that punt out of bounds. I think he hit a cheerleader.
It can be a souvenir, too.
Yeah, she'll be all right. She'll be all right. She's a kid. They can take it.
They can take it?
The
youngins?
The younglings. No, that was from Star Wars. Isn't that what they call like a young Jedi? A youngling?
I thought it was like Padawan or something like that.
I thought that was that was a Jedi in training.
Oh.
Right? Yeah, that was
I'm more of a Trekkie person.
Oh, come on, man.
What?
Come on.
It was around first, okay?
I love Star Wars.
Well, I love football. Manuel comes out, hands off to Edwards, goes nowhere. A big defensive stop at the line of scrimmage, and a pileup continues.
Man, he just refuses. Don't you just love to see a guy play with just so much intensity and heart?
Absolutely.
I mean, he just did not want to go down. He was not going anywhere, and he refused to go down. He actually lost yards on the play, and he still didn't want to go down. No, I take it back. I'm sorry, looking at it wrong again. Should have worn glasses tonight. Actually, Edwards was able to pick up about 3 yards on first down, everybody. So now it's going to be 2nd and about 7. Looks like more of a long 7 for the Warriors. Clock continues to tick. 2:25 left in the first half as the Warriors trail by 7.
This might be one of the fastest first halves of all season. Manuel with the quarterback keeper brought down, going nowhere on the play.
I've never seen a first half go by this fast, Tim. It's, basically because there's been a lot of running. Alec Hazard, haven't called his name all night tonight on defense. He's one of their better defensive players from that linebacker position as he was introduced tonight on senior night. He's 6'1", 230 pounds from that linebacker position. That's good size.
He's a man.
That's D1. That's D1 size.
Well, I believe, I spoke with him before, I believe his father was a college football player.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's no surprise as far as the genes on that one.
Sure. And I saw his mom and his dad escort him to the sideline from midfield early on when they were doing interviews. When they were doing introductions, and his dad's a big guy.
We're going to get a timeout on the play. 1 minute, 36 seconds remaining here in the first half. Baker leading Davidson 21-14 in the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. Welcome back to the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. Tim Finnegan, Howard McCain bringing you tonight's Halloween blockbuster matchup between the Baker Hornets and the Davidson Warriors. It's been run some more. Kickoff return.
And when you stop running,
run again.
That's right. And when you stop
and power
running,
through.
Run some more.
We're going to have a pass play on this one. Uric Bethune, the intended target on the play. The senior tight end drops one on 3rd down. That's a 4th down for the Warriors. That's why you don't pass. You just run.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe they should have ran.
Should have ran. We've got the strategy down that's been working.
Right?
We
know both teams' game plans already.
I'm getting a dirty look over here from the Davidson staff that's to our left.
Tim, do not get us beat up tonight.
I'll close the windows.
Not again. Not again.
Not again?
Do not get us beat up again, all right?
Former starting quarterback J. Michael Riley back at punter now. As Manuel took over at the top spot a couple of weeks ago, Riley coming out Punts this one, and it's going to take a Warrior roll down to about the 33-yard line.
Yeah, that flips field position on the Baker Hornets. And they're going to start their next drive, Tim, at their own 33-yard line. Minute 23 left in the first half. My gosh. They haven't even played football for an hour yet. And we're already close to halftime. I mean, I'm not upset. I mean, you know, it's been an entertaining football game, but, man, it is going by fast.
And explosive.
Good
first
gosh,
half.
I know, right? Wow.
It's the end of the season, Howard. You can't hold anything back.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is. I think you're right.
Can't hold anything back.
Yeah, Chappell's back in at quarterback.
3 receivers split out to his left. Oh, an early start on the defensive line. A big jump, but a pass out to McMillan to get out to the 50, 45-40, up to the sidelines, 20, 15, and pushed out of bounds. Trey McMillan, off of a pass, explodes down the right sidelines.
And all we've been thinking that they're going to do tonight is just run the ball.
They can pass too.
They can pass
They
too.
can pass too.
But there was
as long as it's to McMillan.
And there was a gamble taken out in the flat by the corner right there. He did not try to contain McMillan after he caught that pass. What he should have done, instead of converge on him, just try to corral him, keep him close so that defensive help can come over and help get him down. But instead, he was able to break free for a huge gain on first down.
Chapel comes out, another handoff to McMillan. He's going to test the left side, brings defenders with him, and just powers his way. Trey McMillan, all 5'5", thundering 160 pounds.
I'm telling you.
Making plays.
I'm telling you, thighs and calves, he's got them. Dorian Coleman made the final stop on McMillan, but not before he was able to push the football down inside the 10-yard line. Now, Tim, ball is at the 9. We're under 1 minute left, 38 seconds and ticking.
Brown in at running back. Chapel drops back to pass, looking across the left side, checks it down to receiver and into the end zone. Holden Verdon coming across the middle, and his senior quarterback connects for a 9-yard touchdown pass with 30 seconds remaining on the clock.
Yeah, that time it was just a square out by the wide receiver. I take it back. It was another shallow cross. Remember, they picked up a huge gain early in the first quarter on the same type of play. Another shallow cross ran there by the offense. That was Holden Verdon. Another touchdown for Baker.
Baker on, the snap is down, but they've called the play dead. Looks like there might have been a little bit of jumps. There's a flag inside the 5.
Well, you know we're going to get a very lengthy explanation.
Hey.
As to
we're
what
gonna get educated.
we're going to get a lengthy explanation here
like
from
it.
our referee, Mike Smith.
I like it.
Dead ball, encroachment. That's on Davidson. That's a half the distance to the goal. We'll try for point.
That was pretty good. I'm enlightened.
Wow.
From now on, for the rest of the broadcast, I will be laughing in that manner.
The kick is through the uprights as the Baker Hornets add to their lead. 28-14 with 30 seconds left here in our first half. An explosive first half, our first passing touchdown of the night.
Yeah, 3-play drive put together that time by the Baker Hornets. 2 pass plays, 1 run. I'm shocked.
As we take a look at the 6A Region 1 standings, Spanish Fort, Saraland, Daphne, and Blunt, the top 4 teams in the area. That was the last region, Howard, that needed to be figured out in order for the playoff brackets to happen. Last night, a lot of action. LaFleur is playing Daphne, but that game would have made a little more into the 6A region if Blunt were to upset Saraland last night. But because of the big victory by the Spartans,
big victory. Wow.
Now, they're slated with the 4 teams, Spanish Fort, Saraland, Daphne, and Blunt in that order.
4 teams enjoyed a fantastic year in 6A Region 1 6A Region 1, Spanish Fort, Saraland, Daphne, and Blunt. And, you know, much like the SEC West, teams just in these regions are just beating each other to death.
The Warriors are going to pick up a ball that just squibbed right up the middle and ultimately brought down at the 37-yard line. The clock stops with 22 seconds remaining here in the half.
Yeah, Travis Barnes once again on the punt return, Tim, as we have a player that just went down for the Baker Hornets. Hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him. That's Reginald Jefferson, who's being looked at now by the trainers for the Baker Hornets, and we have an official's timeout as we get the player tended to.
The Baker Hornets are leading 28-14 here in the second quarter of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. Welcome back to the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. The Baker Hornets leading the Davidson Warriors 28-14. 22 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Get a shot of Reginald Jefferson, who was the injured player on that kickoff return, able to get up and get off of the field under his own power. It's kind of favoring somewhere around about the stomach area, so he's going to be okay, Tim, as the Warriors come out and kneel down on the football with about 20 seconds left here in the second quarter.
They're just going to let the clock run out. The Hornets will go into the locker room with a 28-14 lead after a quick first half filled with a lot of explosive plays. We'll be right back with some halftime coverage here in the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week.
Makes a star.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore.
Show up
and frustration, a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible.
And then we're going to turn the lights and everybody look up.
I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought.
Find me one. What's your reaction to it? Yeah, exactly.
And unconventional methods.
Okay, what else?
Common.
This is their world. There's nothing.
And then they die. Go ahead, go.
I'm a teacher. I make more.
Together now, we can make it better now. Come on, can we do it?
Yeah, you know that we can.
We'll rope it up,
cause we know how to jump.
We'll roll it out,
cause we know how to skate.
We'll cut it down,
cause we know what to eat.
We'll swap it out,
we eat healthy stuff.
Can we do it?
Yeah, you know that we can.
Can we do it?
Yeah, you know that we can.
Yeah, well come on.
Today's a good day to grab your kids and hang out with them for an hour. Dance, walk, play a sport, or cook a healthy meal. Because just moving a little and eating better every day can help make you and your child healthier.
Can we do it?
Yeah, you know that we can.
We'll ball it up,
cause we know how to hoop.
We'll mess around,
cause we know how to play.
We'll drop it down,
cause we know how to dance.
We'll veg it up,
veggie night and day.
Can we do it?
Yeah, you know that we can.
All in together now, we can make it better now.
Search We Can to find doable tips and activities that you can use every day to keep you and your kids healthy.
Welcome into halftime coverage of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. The Baker Hornets leading the Davidson Warriors 28-14. Tim Finnegan, Howard McCain, an explosive first half, Howard.
I don't know if explosive is a big enough word. It was I don't know. We'll go with explosive.
Explosive.
I'm going to check my dictionary app later, and I'm going to see if I can find a word that's bigger. Because that first half was incredible. We just had scoring all over the place by both teams. Early on, it looked like nobody could stop anybody.
Absolutely.
But thanks to a 99-yard kickoff return by the Baker Hornets to kindly offset the scoring, we now have a halftime score of 28-14. And wow, Tim, it's just been an amazing rivalry matchup here between Davidson and Baker so far.
Well, it's been incredible. Run, run some more. Throwing a pass. Run again. But Trey McMillan and Bird Chapel, 2 touchdowns to their names tonight. Bird Chapel having the last touchdown with a passing strike across the middle, but also has a rushing touchdown. Trey McMillan got the game started off with a rushing touchdown, then a 99-yard kickoff return, and just Davidson trying to answer back. David Reese and Dante Edwards, both of the highly powered running backs, going in there and getting scores each, and now building into the second half. They're going to try to maintain this momentum and get back into this game. Even though they had fumbles that they retained, they still got into trouble, but Davidson is fighting back and keeping at pace with the Hornets.
Yeah, and one important note, Davidson did win the opening toss, so they will get the football coming back out in the second half to start the second half, and that's going to be big because that'll give them an opportunity to seize some momentum that Baker was so easily able to take away from them with that first half with all the scoring that they were able to do. But just an just a marvelous show of efficiency on offense by Baker tonight. Pretty much every time they touched the football, Tim, they scored. So if you're Coach Jack French, you can't ask anything more of your football team on offense, on defense, and on special teams. Again, that 99-yard kickoff return, that thing was beautiful. It was a thing of beauty to watch, man. It really was.
Well, there's a reason why the Baker Hornets are on their way to their best regular season in school history. Youth and depth is what the Hornets are riding on this season. Coming up next here on our halftime coverage of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week, I'll talk with Baker Principal Clem Richardson. Coming up next here on halftime coverage.
So, what did your child eat at school today? Well, if you're looking for answers, we have them right here. I'm Suzanne Yates, the Food Service Director for the Mobile County Public School System, and I would like to invite you to join me for Cooking with Class, the child nutrition show from the Mobile County Public School System. Come with me as I go into the school cafeterias and talk to the folks who prepare the meals daily for our children. Join me as we go Cooking with Class.
Welcome back to halftime coverage of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. The Baker Hornets leading the Davidson Warriors 28-14. Tim Finnegan now joined by Baker Principal Clem Richardson. How about those Hornets?
Oh, it's a great night. Everything's great in West Mobile.
Well, being not only the principal of Baker High School, but a former football coach yourself, how have you seen the program advance over the years?
Well, we've had several things happen. It's the growth of West Mobile. Our school has grown from 1,300 when I first got here to 2,700 now, so we've had an increase in students.
Wow.
But our football program has evolved into something that Coach French, we believe Coach French could do it when we hired him, and he's got this program where we want it.
Well, the football team off to a historic run. What kind of an impact has that had in the community?
Well, everyone in the community is excited. Attendance has been up. I'm an alumni, and I've seen people at games that bring back good memories from kids I went to high school with that are now out here supporting Baker High School. It's been an exciting run for Baker.
Well, football isn't the only sport that's excelling here at the Baker program. Tell us about some of the other achievements for sports.
Our fall sports have done outstanding. Our volleyball team was ranked 10th, advanced to the state tournament, made the Elite Eight. We didn't win the state championship, but we were there in the Elite Eight. That's an outstanding accomplishment. Our cross-country team is ranked in the state. Yesterday at the sectional meet, our boys team won the sectional meet. Fairhope came in second, McGill came in third, so we were ahead of the private schools. That's all. Miss Peak always loves that. Our girls came in second. McGill beat us, but we beat Fairhope. So Miss Peak's happy. If she's happy, I'm happy.
Well, you not only have been making achievements in the athletics, but also in academics, a lot of achievements that way. Tell us about what's happening, especially with the AP program.
Well, academics is always going to be the primary focus here at Baker High School. We have great extracurricular programs. You know, our band, you've seen them. Everything's great, but we're about academics here. And Baker is the top AP school in not only Mobile, Alabama, but we've received the national honor. Our school was selected as a capstone school nationwide. This year, Hoover and Grissom received that honor, and for next year, Bob Jones and Baker will be capstone schools, which gets recognized nationally. That is a big, big accomplishment for our kids, our teachers, and what's going on here at Baker High School.
Congratulations on that. We've talking about signature academies with a lot of programs in the Mobile County Public School System. You have one of the most unique signature academies in the school system.
We do. As I go back to the size of Baker High School, we have such a large student body that we want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to pursue the career path that they want. With 2,700 kids, that's quite an accomplishment. We have not selected one specific area. Baker's the Academy of Advanced Careers, and under that we have 6 broad academies that students can choose their career paths under. They have logos. One is FAME, Fine Arts, Media, and Entertainment. One is TAPS, that's Transportation and Public Service. We have Business Technology. Everything that a student wants can be found in one of our academies.
Wow, that is incredible. Now, for an incoming freshman, how does that process work?
Well, we're in phase 3 of that, and we just started this year. So our freshman class of this year in the spring will choose their academy and their possible career path. As a 9th grader, you're really not sure what you're going to do when you get out of school. Some college kids don't know, but they will choose an area to go into and choose their academy, and then their 10th, 11th, and 12th grade year, we'll provide classes that will prepare them for that career path.
That is incredible. Well, if I'm a parent out there right now and I'm thinking about where I need to send my child for high school, why should they choose Baker?
Well, Baker High School has, in my opinion, the best to offer, not only in the academic end of it, but the extracurricular end. We're proud at Baker High School, and West Mobile is proud of everything that goes on, every student here, and Baker will always put students first.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining us, and best of luck to you going forward with all of your programs.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Tim.
We'll be back with more halftime coverage of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week.
So, Nicholas, how was your day at school today?
It was great. We had fun in class today.
So, what did you do differently today at school? I mean, any new projects?
We got a progress report today.
You got your progress reports today? So, how did you do?
Don't know.
You don't know. That's okay. We can check that right here. Wow. Nicholas.
The quality of education that I received from the Mobile County Public School System really prepared me for global success. Being an international opera singer, I get to travel all across the world. And one of the most important aspects about that is being able to communicate and work with people. And the Mobile County Public School System really equipped me to be greatly successful worldwide.
Welcome back to halftime coverage of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. The Baker Hornets leading the Davidson Warriors 28-14 at halftime, an explosive first half. We've talked about signature academies with a lot of the schools in the Mobile County Public Schools system, and an interesting one that is developing is over at BC Rain High School as we take a look with this quick video of a preview of the future for high school level.
Welcome to BC Rain High School, where we believe in preparing students to be college and career ready. Our mission is to provide all students with a rigorous and relevant hands-on educational experience that will foster lifelong learners. We are proud of our academic rigor and real-world connections in which our students are engaged at all levels, including our signature academy of aviation and aerospace. Within our school, we believe it is important for our students to be well-rounded and excel not only academically, but socially. Our students practice the essential skills necessary for success within a college atmosphere or a workforce environment. Education is more than information found in textbooks. Education is exploration, experiences, and invaluable opportunities to grow. BC Rain nourishes students within a small learning community, which is a supportive and student-centered learning environment. We offer students the chance to realize their untapped potential. You possess more than you think. I hope you see the opportunities BC Rain has to offer. I look forward to seeing you during your campus visit. Remember, education is the key to your future.
For more information on the opportunities BC Rain can offer you, call 251-221-3233.
It's here, the MCPSS mobile app. It's a way for you to stay connected and informed with all of the happenings around the school district. Receive weather alerts, check your child's grades and homework, plus more. Watch sports, original programming, find school locations, and read the latest news. Stay connected with all your favorite social networking sites. Download it today for free.
Diesel is a very big industry, and I went into it in a 2-year program at the Bryant Career Tech with Tony Tillman.
When Jacob graduated from the Bryant Career Center, he had earned his diesel credential.
The Career Technical Center taught me a lot, all the way from not knowing anything about a motor or engine to knowing pretty much every single moving part of them.
MCPSS Career Tech. Start your future today.
It starts with education. The fact that we make a difference in the lives of our students every single day. Our teachers work to unleash the potential inside our students, to seize and help guide them to their dreams, to show them with hard work and dedication they can be what they want to be. It starts with business, providing an innovative product or service to people, providing good jobs for hard workers, and learning to go the extra mile and invest back into the community. When businesses work together, it's a good thing. When businesses work together with the school system, it's a great thing for everyone involved. It starts with a community. The fact that we are all in this together. The fact that we want to leave the world a better place for the next generation. It's a powerful thing when people come together for the common good, for a goal that enriches everyone. It starts when we tie it all together, where businesses mentor students and broaden their worldview, when community provides after-school activities, where volunteers give up their time to help students with sports, science, and weekend projects, where industry engages and trains, where we all embrace technology and help tell the amazing stories all around us. Together, we can raise the quality of life for all Mobilians.
Mobile County Public Schools. It starts with us.
I've got smartboard, that's right.
Welcome back into halftime coverage of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. The Baker Hornets with a 28-14 lead, and it's been a lot of running and a lot of sophomores tonight, Howard McCain.
Yes, it has been. If sophomores are your fancy, then you need to be out here at Baker Stadium. But if scoring is your fancy, you need to be out here at Baker Stadium. So far, what did we put up so far? Do the math, Tim. I'm sorry.
I think Trey McMillan has about 30 fantasy points tonight, and Dante Edwards, he's a good running back 2 option that
yes.
you have.
Yes.
David Reese, I mean, the little guys are getting it done. 5'5", 5'6", thundering 180 pounds.
But listen, if you started a wide receiver tonight in this football game on your fantasy team, then you're in trouble.
Yeah,
because,
you're not doing too good.
Yeah, there hasn't been a lot of passing, but even though there was a scoring opportunity that did take place in the passing game for the Baker Hornets when the shallow cross was hit by the tight end Verdon, who was able to get into the end zone for the Baker Hornets. So there has been some passing in this game, not a lot, and that's why the first half went by at just a tumultuous pace, because there was only about an hour going by in this football game, and we're already at halftime now as the festivities on the field start to wrap up, and we're going to be getting into this third quarter here very shortly.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Jack French does in the second half, because with a 14-point lead, you want to finish out this game strong. You want to finish out your season with a victory, add to the historic run, but at the same time, you want to keep your players healthy for next week.
Yeah, you don't want your quarterback taking any unnecessary hits going into the I believe their first-round opponent is going to be Prattville, and they will be playing Prattville here. So you want your quarterback as healthy as you can possibly get him, and we saw in the first half, Chapel took some hits. I actually saw him get up wincing one time after a play that was run in the red zone. So if you're Jack French, if they can come out and hang maybe one more score on this Davidson Warrior team, I think he's going to start to empty the field with the starters and try to get some of his other guys in there and try to work on depth going into the playoffs and also depth for next year.
Well, Chapel's never been afraid or to avoid pressure or any kind of punishment. He actually, he almost welcomes it.
Yeah.
And he has been known to play through injuries without telling his coaches. So hopefully tonight is not one of those nights. But on the other side of the field, Howard, how impressed have you been with sophomore quarterback for the Davidson Warriors, Marquise Manuel, despite the interception, making a lot of great plays for just a sophomore?
Sure. And we saw on one of the plays where actually his running back fumbled, and the ball just kind of laid on his running back's back. I've never seen anything like that, but Manuel was actually in tune with the game enough to see that, jump in, get the football back to him, and they were actually able to score on that on that drive. So Manuel has done a great job managing this football team so far in the first half.
Not exactly how they drew it up, but they'll take it nonetheless.
That's right.
The Baker leading 28-14. We'll be back with second half coverage of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week.
Diesel is a very big industry, and I went into it in a 2-year program at the Bryant Career Tech with Tony Tillman.
When Jacob graduated from the Bryant Career Center, he had earned his diesel credential.
The Career Technical Center taught me a lot, all the way from not knowing anything about a motor or engine to knowing pretty much every single moving part of them.
MCPSS Career Tech. Start your future today.
Welcome into the second half coverage of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. The Baker Hornets leading the Davidson Warriors 28-14. Tim Finnegan, Howard McCain bringing you tonight's Halloween special of football action, and not a single fan has left the stands. An explosive first half is setting up for an even bigger second half. A lot of the rushing attack, we've been talking about a lot of the key players, Howard.
Yeah.
The sophomores making names for themselves going forward. You definitely got to talk about Dante Edwards, just a powerful running back, and Fred Riley has to be excited about a weapon like that to build around.
I've enjoyed watching the kid run, and he can only get better as he stays in this program, as he continues to get into the weight room and get even stronger. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with this Davidson Warrior team going forward. forward as we watch both teams get ready to take the playing field here in the second half of tonight's ball game, the Halloween edition of the Mobile County Public School System High School Football Game of the Week. Unfortunately for you and I, Tim, it's our final broadcast, which means this is our final half of football together. So, buddy, let's make it count.
Until next season, when the lights are the brightest and the frozen tundra has cleared in the dark skies, football will return.
well, actually, we'll be able to enjoy some playoff football next week. We'll enjoy it as fans and not as broadcasters. But I'm looking forward to it, man. This has been an enjoyable season. It's just been great working with the guys on the crew, the guys in the truck, the guys on the cameras. Everybody has done just a fantastic job. Our producer Quentin, it's just been a pleasure working with him and the guys this season, and we really do appreciate everything they've done to put this broadcast on each and every week for us and also for all the fans.
Absolutely. Hager coming out to kick this one off from the 40-yard line. Davidson will receive here, start in the second half. They are down 14 points, but with 14 minutes remaining, with 24 minutes remaining
there you go.
in game time, they have plenty of time to get back into this game. A huge stop by the Baker special team back at the 19-yard line. Yet again, another big hit coming from special team performer tonight, Malcolm Lee for the Baker Hornets. His second major hit.
And he and Travis Barnes are meeting up a little bit too often for Travis Barnes' liking in the special teams. Remember that big hit that was leveled against Travis Barnes here on the near side at the Baker Hornet sideline. That was administered by Malcolm Lee, if you remember. So that time Malcolm Lee able to track down Travis Barnes right around about the 21-yard line of the Warriors.
Manuel comes out. He's going to keep it himself, go around the right side, has blockers, but runs into them and brought down after a minimal gain on the play. Is going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
Manuel was hoping that a bigger crease was going to open up on that right side.
Wow.
Actually had a couple of offensive linemen out there blocking, tried to squeeze in between them, Tim. Those two big bodies, just want an inch of space in between them, so Manuel gets taken down. But he's able, Tim, to pick up about 5 yards on first down. So now the new line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line of the Baker Hornets. It is important for Davidson to come out, Tim, and establish some momentum in this second half with this opening drive.
How about that spotted delayed handoff? Goes to the running back. He's going to pick up a fresh set of downs and pushed out of bounds shy of the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and takes on the hit was Eric Eifel right in front of the Davidson bench. As coming in to try to make the stop that time was Malik Williams, and instead of just stepping out of bounds, as we watch here, Tim, ball simply just handed off to his running back, who's really his up back. Has a lead block there by Edwards, and just as he goes out of bounds, right before he goes out of bounds, takes a shot from Damian McMillan, picked up enough for a first down. Tim, sticks move, ball now at the 38-yard line of the Warriors.
Plenty of options to hand off for Manuel in the backfield. This one goes to Edwards as he powers his way and continues to drag defenders. About a 4 to 5 yard gain on the play.
If you're a coach, especially if you're a running backs coach, you have to get goosebumps when you watch this young sophomore running back run the football for the Davidson Warriors. Again, he's only going to get better, Tim, as time goes on. And, man, by the time we get to this point in the season next year, this kid is going to be a beast.
Well, definitely going to be right up there in the preseason rankings for some of the top returning backs in the Mobile area. I put him, in my opinion, right up there with Theodore running back LaMichael P. Ryan. He has that kind of an impact, I believe. I saw Edwards in an opening game against MGM earlier this season here on Seymour TV, and he was incredibly impressive even that early in the season. But the ball has come out on the play. They're going to call it down, it looks like.
Yeah, Manuel's going to be called down right at about the 47-yard line, Tim. So he was able to pick up about close to 4 yards on second down. So it's going to bring up third down and short. Third down and about 1. And really right now, Tim, aside from that issue with ball security that Edwards had in the first quarter where he fumbled the ball, luckily Manuel was able to pick up the fumble and they later scored on that drive. Other than that, he's played a great game. You know, I've watched him run. He's run hard, and you can pretty much best believe he will get the football here on this next play.
Now, man in motion, low snap. Manuel finally gets control of it and brought down in the backfield, trying to just maintain possession on the play, but ultimately brought down in the backfield.
Yeah, just a bad snap that time from the center for the Davidson Warriors. So instead of it being 3rd down and short, as we take a look, we're not going to do that. Sorry about that. I got faked out by the truck. But
Curtis Gildersleeve coming up with a big play in the backfield, the senior linebacker for the Hornets. Speaking of the linebacker position, we always talk about putting players in the right positions to succeed, Howard.
Sure.
And one guy that converted over to linebacker full-time is Christian Boston, the senior, who was actually a running back, the starting running back for the Hornets last season, played a little bit this year, but is putting into a new position, a quick strike over to the right side, and a connection to Yurk Bethune, the tight end for the Warriors, gets a huge gain on a 4th and short down inside the 30-yard line.
And Yurk Bethune, there's nothing small about this kid, Tim. He's 6'2", 205 pounds, and he just does a wonderful job of just leaking out from that tight end position out into the right flat. Nice strike downfield delivered by Manuel, and this drive continues. That is a huge 4th down pickup, because you know if the Warriors do not convert, then Baker takes over with an extremely short field to play with 8:24 left in this 3rd quarter, Tim. We have a 1st down for the Davidson Warriors, and looks like was there a penalty flag at the end of the play?
We're about to find out.
Dead ball, personal foul on Baker. That penalty is assessed from the end of the run. It's half the distance to the goal. 1st down, Davidson.
Wow, and that is going to make this gain even bigger, as they are now spotted inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and you could hear the wind whipping around down there as Mike Smith was giving us that call. Looks like the wind has picked up now. At kickoff, the wind was around 10 miles an hour. It's actually picked up now, Tim. It's about 14 miles per hour down there in that field. So, as a matter of fact, the temperature has dropped now. It's down to about 65 degrees down on the playing field.
Fresh set of downs for the Warrior offense inside the 15. Edwards is going to get the carry, piled up there, and brought down, going nowhere on the play.
I would love to see what they can do with this kid from that running back position, Tim. If they give that kid a lead block, you know, you don't see a lot of teams employ a fullback like they used to a few years ago. Now they make it up to the running back as it's his responsibility to make that first tackle or miss. But, man, you know, this kid isn't really an east-west runner, so he's not going to really make a lot of people miss. What he's going to do, he's going to power over people. So if you could possibly get a lead block in there to take on that first tackler and spring him into that 2nd and 3rd tier defenders, he could probably do some major damage.
Manuel and Edwards now a delayed handoff as David Reese is going to get the carry, get around the left side, has some blocks, and tripped up inside down to the 1-yard line.
And I think he picked up enough, Tim, for a 1st down. I think he had to get the 3-yard line in order to pick up a 1st, and they're going to spot him right around about the 2. So this is going to be 1st down and goal as we take a look here.
Manuel coming out, Reese in motion. Has a bunch of great blocks on the left side, so he gets over there, and then right there tripped up as he tried to dive for that pylon.
Yeah, and that's good. Like, again, 1st and goal now for the Davidson Warriors. They trail 28-14 here in the 3rd quarter, Tim, but this is big. They've got to get this football into the end zone.
Fresh set of downs, 1st and goal. Edwards in the backfield, 7:20 left here in the 3rd quarter. And they're going to blow the whistle on this one.
I think we can get an official's timeout. There wasn't a timeout taken by either team. It's going to be an illegal substitution penalty, Tim, that's going to be called against the Baker Hornets. Do they have 12 guys on the field?
Dead ball, illegal substitution on Baker. That's half the distance to the goal. It'll bring up 1st down around the 1-yard line.
Well, essentially not really going too much.
Yeah.
Couple inches.
It's an 8-inch penalty. If you if you're not on the field with a tape measure, it's somewhere around about an 8.
It's a game of inches, Howard. Every inch counts. Come on now.
That's what Al Pacino said in Any Given Sunday.
Edwards out of the Wildcat formation is going to take himself up the middle and into the end zone. Dante Edwards, his second touchdown of the night, gets the Warriors back on the board with 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, that close in, you don't give that football to any other running back except for Edwards. Great job there of opening up a huge hole on the right side was the offensive line. 1 yard touchdown score by the visiting Davidson Warriors. So now this ball game sits at 28-20, point after pending.
Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is through the uprights. The Baker Hornets now hold a 28-21 lead as the Davidson Warriors continue to ride this rushing attack. Sophomore running back Dante Edwards with his second rushing touchdown of the night and establishing a lot of momentum for his team here in the second half.
But the play of the drive was that fourth down play, that fourth down pass play to Uric Bethune.
Absolutely.
Right around midfield. It was about a 4th and about 3. Davidson, fearing that they're not going to get the ball back, as we take a look here, just a counter run by the offensive line. 2 guys pull from the left of the formation to the right, block downfield. Big hole opened up that time for the running back Edwards, and he waltzes into the end zone for a 1 yard touchdown score. But again, great job by Manuel and Bethune to connect on that pass play on 4th down. Then at the end of the play, Tim, it was a personal foul penalty that pushed the ball deep into the red zone. So that was a huge play on 4th down, and that ended up being the difference between Davidson either giving the ball back to Baker or them scoring.
And the Warriors have a ton of momentum, but you don't think that they're going to be kicking it to the left side. Oh, they switch into the backfield. Trey McMillan is shifting over to the right, and they're going to let the ball bounce right to him. He's going to take it up at the 10-yard line, going straight up the middle, finds a block, cuts back into the inside, and dropped as he crosses the 50-yard line. A huge return for the running back, Trey McMillan. At first, they saw that he was on the left side, shift over to the right at the very end because they knew they were going to kick to that side. He ends up taking the ball anyway and gets a 50-yard return on the play.
That is incredible. That is just a nice job there. I see what Davidson wanted to try to do with the football, but that was a nice adjustment by both return men for Baker. Both guys actually had an opportunity to field the football, but the up returner decided to allow it to get back to McMillan, which ended up being a smart thing.
Brady Brown with the handoff is going to go up the middle, get out to about the 40-yard line, just shy of that first down marker. 2nd and short upcoming for the Hornets.
Yeah, good job of just running inside of everyone that time was the running back, Ricky Brown. Didn't look like he was going to be able to find a lot of running room, but he was able to dart left, dart right, and actually surge upfield for about 9 yards on the play. Tim, ball sits on the 40-yard line of the Warriors.
2nd and short. They're getting in a bunch package. This is where Chappell likes to keep it himself on this one. He has a man in motion going across the left, and they're going to hand off to the receiver as he's going to get up the field for a first down on the play. Donald LaFleur making a huge play on the end around, getting the offense another fresh set of downs at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, Travis Barnes comes in and finally chops him down as we take a look here as Chappell signals for him to go in, for his big wide receiver to go in motion, LaFleur. This guy is huge, Tim. 6'1", 155 pounds. That guy looks huge on the football field.
He's back in motion once again, and he's going to get it. He falls on the ground and sacked in the backfield. A miscue on the play. It looked like they were going to try almost a flea flicker type of play with Chappell going into motion, but LaFleur trips on the play, and it is a big loss of around 5 to 6 yards. As Dorian Coleman, the defensive tackle for the Warriors, comes up and makes a stop in the backfield.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. Was he going to throw it back to Chappell?
It looked like it.
Or was he looking down? I couldn't tell if he was looking downfield because, like you said, once he tried to plant his feet fell down, I'm not really sure what he wanted to do with the football, but it was obvious he wanted to pass it to someone.
2nd and 16 now. Chappell drops back to pass, tries to throw it out for Brown, overthrows, and Brown gets leveled.
Wow. And
the ball was overthrown on the play, but coming up to make a huge hit, Travis Barnes. Yeah. He's been hit around tonight, and he wanted to deliver some punishment for a change.
Yeah, just a circle route ran out of the backfield that time by Brown, and Travis Barnes was just all over it. Circle route again. Ball hung just a little bit too high for the running back. Man, you don't want to leave your player hanging out to dry like that, Tim, because that leaves his whole body open to a big hit like we just saw.
Chapel drops back to pass, checks it down to McMillan, evades a couple of tackles, 40, 35, 30, 25, stiff arms, 15, and brought down at the 10-yard line. Another explosive play, this time coming on 3rd and long for Trey McMillan as he gets the Hornets inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, Tim, that was a 31-yard pass out of the backfield. Kind of looked like Andrew Luck checking down to Ahmad Bradshaw from the Indianapolis Colts. He was able to hit his running back in stride, Tim, and after that, just some nice running. Made a couple of guys miss and was able to get up the sideline. Ball now deep in the red zone, sitting on the 10-yard line of the Warriors.
Back at the pistol formation, McMillan in the backfield. Chapel comes over, hands off to McMillan. He's going to go up the left side, back into the middle, and pushes his way closer towards that first down marker. Man. Inside the 5-yard line.
Keelan Kennedy made the stop for Davidson, but boy, this I don't know. Does he run angry? I can't place what it is, but he just, man, when he gets between the tackles, Tim, he is just tough. I mean, you know, I see guys flying at him. Nobody can bring this guy down. He's able to get the ball now. Where is it now, Tim? Down at the 5-yard line. 4 actually. So as we take a look here, now watch once he gets inside the tackles. Nobody can find him. Nobody can tackle him until finally he's inside the 5-yard line, Tim, on this next play.
A double end around on the play, and Baker is into the end zone. Marquise Owens coming with the end around, a 4-yard scramble, but coming from the opposite side and gets his offense back on the board with less than 4 minutes in the third quarter.
It's been a strange game scoring-wise because right when you think that the Warriors have done enough to seize momentum, Baker just comes back and just answers almost effortlessly. They move the football down the field into the end zone for another touchdown on a 4-yard run.
Snap is down, the kick is up. Hager with the point after is good. That's going to put our score at Baker 35. Davidson, 21. We'll be back with more action in the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. Back to the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. The Baker Hornets on top 35-21 over the Davidson Warriors after their last touchdown coming from junior receiver Marquise Owens. A 4-yard scramble on an end around gets Baker back on the board in a thundering battle between two explosive offenses tonight. It's just a battle of which defense is going to show up. A high kick as Davidson's going to bring it out at the 20-yard line, back up to the 35. And once again, Travis Barnes just all over the place. We got some scores coming in. Fairhope out to an astounding 49-6 lead in the third quarter over Theodore.
Wow.
Wow, that is right.
That Fairhope team, that's a strong squad going into the playoffs. I feel terrible for anybody who draws those guys in the bracket this season because they've just done everything right over at Fairhope this season, and it's shown. It is just absolutely shown.
Well, I believe they have Jeff Davis in the first round. Is that correct?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And we saw Jeff Davis struggle against LaFleur.
That hurts me thinking about it.
Man.
Marquise Manuel with the quarterback keeper is going to go around the right side, gets 2 great blocks, and gets enough, but pushed out of bounds after he gets a first down.
Yeah, pushed out over there on the far side, right at the Davidson sideline by a combination of Malik Williams and also Trent Archie combined on the stop. Good job of selling the play fake right here to their big running back, Edwards, and he has a lead block on the outside, and Manuel, with his speed, is able to turn the corner and able to get upfield, and right there at the end, he's taken out of bounds by 2 Baker Hornets, not before he's able to pick up a first down. Tim, move the sticks. Ball sits at the 48-yard line of the Warriors. 3:30 remaining in this third quarter, this fast-moving third quarter.
Absolutely. If you want to know what is happening with Mobile County Public Schools, follow us on Facebook and Twitter to get breaking news, announcements, and school news. And log on to MCPSS.com for up-to-date information. When you see positive news about our schools, share it on your own social media accounts and help us get the word out. The good things are happening in Mobile County Public Schools. It starts with us.
Well, I'm sure somebody should share this positive news because Alec Hazard just led a whole Hornet a whole nest of Hornets into the backfield to stop Manuel on that first down play. Tim is going to drop him for a 1-yard loss, and that was just, it looked like a jailbreak. I think it was a busted play because there were about 4 Hornets swarming in on Manuel on that first down play.
2 receivers spread out to the left side. Manuel all alone in the backfield. Play action fake, gets it out to Bethune on the right side, going to get up the right side of the field, and he's off. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Uric Bethune on a bubble screen gets the Warriors back on the board with a 53-yard touchdown.
Wow, I did not think that play was going anywhere when when Manuel got the ball out to Bethune, but it was a designed tight end screen out there in the right flat. He had 2 blocks in front of him, and after that, Bethune just used his speed to outrun the rest of the secondary into the end zone for a 53-yard touchdown run.
That guy's an incredible talent. There is a reason why he has Division I talent going forward after he graduates. The Warriors get on the board with the Baker Hornets now leading 35-28 with 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in third quarter action. Uric Bethune, a 53-yard screen pass, taking it to the house. How about this Warrior offense? They're just not giving up, and they're giving the Baker Hornets a tough challenge tonight because even though they want to finish out this game strong, at some point, you would think that the starters would get some rest, but in this game, they're going to continue the battle.
Nobody.
It's
not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You will see Burton Chapel out there for the Baker Hornets as we take another look at the replay. Again, great job of selling the play fake to get the defense moving to the right side, throw it back to the left to Bethune, uses his blocks and his speed to get himself down the field 53 yards into the end zone. Nice play call by the offensive staff for the Davidson Warriors, Tim, and now they inched in closer 35-28.
Well, with McMillan back, it's a live ball on the play, and it's a short one, as Baker's going to bring it up to the 30-yard line and be brought down. McMillan was kind of staggering with his return off of what happened on the last kickoff return. So Davidson tried to kick a short one out to the 20-yard line, and Baker will get the balls. They were brought down at the 31.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to text his dad to make sure, if Uric Bethune, I think he is the son of George Bethune, who played for Alabama.
That's correct.
Okay, and I've bought a couple of cars from George before at Treadwell Honda, so he's probably in the stands somewhere going nuts for his son.
Brown with the carry on the play gets a 15-yard gain and a fresh set of downs for the Hornets as they just pick up where they left off.
They are going to be a formidable opponent in the first round of the playoffs, just simply with the way that they're able, Baker, that is, to be able to run the football, Tim. If it isn't Chapel, it's Brown. If it isn't Brown, it's McMillan. Who do you load up and stop out of that offensive backfield? Because they can hit you with either one of those guys at any time.
Chapel this time keeps it himself, spins away from a tackle, and brought down as he crosses midfield and gets about a 6-yard gain for his offense.
We've seen that the Baker Hornet defense has had trouble stopping the Warrior offense as we take a look here. Chapel on the play fake, looks at the defensive end. The defensive end comes crashing in, leaves an open lane to run for Chapel, surges upfield, Tim, for about 6 yards on first down. But neither team's defense has been able to stop the other team's offense. But again, if the Warriors can rise up and stop them on this drive and get the ball back, Tim, I'm telling you, if they score, this thing is going to get very interesting at 35.
Beard lined up at the H-back position. Brown play action. Chapel keeping it himself, going low and brought down by 2 defenders after he picks up another fresh set of downs with less than a minute left in the third quarter.
Yeah, Kane and Sylvester, and I believe that was Zachary Portlock that stopped Chapel here. As we take a look, Chapel sells the play fake, Defensive end crashes in, so he takes the football on his own, gets to the outside, and picks up enough for a first down, Tim. So now ball sits on the 41-yard line of the Warriors. We're under a minute remaining. Clock still ticking here in the third quarter, and the Hornets are now up 35-28.
Chapel comes out, takes the snap, hands off to Brown. Brown goes straight up the middle, evades a couple of defenders, fights his way forward, and gets close to that first down marker near the 30-yard line.
Yeah, clock continues to tick. Neither team is gonna call a timeout here, Tim. So that may end up being the final play. Well, they have time to get off one more play before the third quarter ends. But I don't think they're going to do that, Tim. I think they're going to let the clock run out here on this third quarter and go into the fourth quarter with a 35-28 lead over the Davidson Warriors.
About 4 seconds difference between the scoreboard and the play clock. And it looks like they're going to just let the clock run out as we're heading. It looks like they're going to run out the clock here. And that's going to take us to fourth quarter action. The Baker Hornets leading the Davidson Warriors 35-28. As we'll be back with fourth quarter action in the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week.
Diesel is a very big industry, and I went into it in a 2-year program at the Bryant Career Tech with Tony Tillman.
When Jacob graduated from the Bryant Career Center, he had earned his diesel credential.
The Career Technical Center taught me a lot, all the way from not knowing anything about a motor or engine to knowing pretty much every single moving part of them.
MCPSS Career Tech. Start your future today.
Welcome back to the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. The Baker Hornets leading the Davidson Warriors 35-28 as we take a look at the 7A playoff bracket. We talked about 7A Region 1. These Baker Hornets have the number 2 seed, but looking at top of the list right now, Fairhope matchup against Jeff Davis. Auburn and Foley, an explosive matchup. Central Phoenix City going to be taking on Murphy. These Baker Hornets taking on Prattville, and that is going to decide a lot. Chapel comes out, throws a strike, overthrows his intended target on the right side, and that's going to bring up third down. Holden Burden going to be the intended target on the play. Third and short now for the Hornets.
Yeah, seeing that playoff bracket, my old alma mater back in Tuscaloosa County.
Wow.
Made it into the playoffs. Didn't get a chance to see who at the bottom of the bracket, who they'll be playing, but I think that they're going to be at home in that matchup. But I probably won't be traveling back home to check them out, but I will be rooting for them here in Mobile.
And look at the sideline over there, the coaching staff for the Davidson Warriors trying to get everybody a little hype over there. McMillan in motion. Chapel's going to keep it himself. Goes up the middle, gets a first down, and inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, the sideline was trying to cheer on the defense, and hopefully they could have stopped Chapel on third down, but it goes for naught. Chapel picks up enough, more than enough, Tim, on third down to pick up a first down. Chains move. Looks like the line of scrimmage now is the 28-yard line of the Warriors. Clock ticking now in the fourth quarter.
Chapel, a low snap, botched on the play, and brought down in the backfield.
Yeah, good job by Chapel to cover that football up, but you want to make sure that your quarterback doesn't try to pick that ball up and advance it in that case.
Just get on it.
Yeah, just dive. Just dive on it. That's all you need to do, and secure possession for your team. Looks like the wind is really starting to pick up down on the field. If you would look at the officials' pants every now and then, they're flapping like a flag down there on the field. So you also saw a shot of some of the fans in the stands all wrapped up in blankets. It's getting cool out here.
Second and about 15 now. Chapel comes out, keeps it himself, goes around the right side, it gets upfield, runs through a defender, and gets the first down. What a run by the senior quarterback.
Yeah, that was Travis Benjamin, who is currently down on the field, Tim, tried to take on Burton Chapel on that play as the trainers come out to take a look at him. But as we look at it here, Burton Chapel just simply gets upfield, and he's just the wrong man in the wrong place at the wrong time. I think he may have taken a shot where most guys don't like to take a shot. So they're going to They'll get him up, and he probably got the wind knocked out of him, and he's feeling a little sick and a little queasy right now. But they'll get him up and get him to the sideline. He'll be okay. Baker enjoys a 35-28 lead here in the fourth quarter.
Mobile County Public Schools students are using technology in the classroom every day to enhance learning. All of our academic classrooms have smart boards and wireless internet. Students complete class assignments and projects on tablets, laptops, and other electronic devices. And now all students have access to 1 terabyte of cloud storage and Microsoft Office products at home and on the go. Innovation in the classroom, it starts with us. And taking a look at the 7A bracket right here, we were talking about your boys, Tuscaloosa County over there taking on Bob Jones. Hoover, a dominant program for many years, but they might have some competition coming from the Eastern Shore in the Faro Pirates.
Oh, absolutely!
Right here in the Baker Hornets.
Man, if you can get a playoff matchup like that in the finals, oh my God, that is going to be some football game to watch on the broadcast here coming up once they make it to the finals in Auburn.
Play resumes, play action fake. Chappell testing the right side now, evading defenders and brought down on the play, but not until he picks up about 3 or 4 yards as the clock continues to roll. 10 minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the regular season.
In the regular season,
In the regular season, can you believe it?
No, I can't believe it. And I hate it. But can we play 5 quarters tonight at least?
If we get to overtime the way this is going.
Who do we petition to make that happen? Zachary Portlock made the stop on Chappell out in the left flat. Tim out there one-on-one with the quarterback. Chappell still able to finish a play with a 2-yard gain.
2nd and 8 now. He comes out and hands off to Trey McMillan, going around the left side, getting away from a bunch of defenders and dragged out with authority. Out of bounds on the play near the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that was Keelan Kennedy in hot pursuit that time of McMillan over here on the left side. McMillan still able to pick up positive yards. Tim, looks like he picked up maybe about 3. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 5 as we take a look here from our shot from the sideline coming right at you is McMillan. And right there, hot in pursuit, great pursuit angle was the big linebacker. I believe that was Kennedy that made the stop.
3rd and 4 for the Hornets. Now McMillan and Chappell in the backfield in the pistol formation. A little bit of jump on the offensive line.
They're going to have to take a timeout. Yeah, they need to take a timeout. Play clock was down to 1, Tim, and they hadn't started the play.
Baker will take a timeout with 9 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the game. They lead 35-28 in the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week.
I thought smartboard, that's right.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. The Baker Hornets lead the Davidson Warriors in an explosive battle of offenses tonight, 35-28 with 9 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the regular season of what has been a great high school football season in the Mobile area.
And this has probably been the fastest moving football game that we've done all season. This has been incredible. We're on pace for about a 2.5 hour football game
As
so
of
far?
right now.
Wow.
3rd and 5 for the Hornets. Coming out of the timeout, 3 receivers spread out to the right, 1 to the left. McMillan, the running back, in the backfield. Chappell out of the pistol formation is going to hand off to, no, he's going to keep it himself, go around the left side, and tripped up on the play close to that first down marker.
Yeah, he's going to be short. Looks like he needs to make, nope, I take that back. They are moving the sticks, Tim. That is going to be enough for a first down. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Baker Hornets once they break the huddle as Chappell, again, on the play fake. The defensive end bites. Chappell's able to get out into the left flat. Gets brought down, but not until he's able to get the ball down to the 5-yard line. Tim, is going to be 1st and goal Baker. They're up now 35-28, 9:34 left in this ball game.
Beard comes in as an extra blocker. Chappell's going to hand off to him. He's going to go up the middle and into the end zone as he stretches. Terrence Beard, the senior H-back, going up the middle for a 5-yard touchdown run, and the Hornets strike again.
Yeah, Baker was not going to be denied the end zone on that run. As we take a look here, Chapel, simple handoff right up the gut. Offensive line does just enough to get some space for the big running back to get into the end zone, Tim. That's another score on the board for Baker. Baker now is up by a score of 41-28.
Snap is down, the kick is up, and the Baker Hornets extend their lead 42-28. 9 minutes, 24 seconds remaining in the game. Mobile County Public School students earned 7,307 career credentials in 2014. These are national certifications ranging from certified nursing assistant to welding. We're going to take a look at the 5A region standings. St. Paul's, Jackson, Viger, and BC Rain are the top 4 teams in the region. BC Rain making the playoffs, Howard, for the first time in 9 years. What an achievement.
Yeah, and Red Raider Nation has to be excited about that because there hasn't been a lot of good football played at BC Rain in quite some time. So for BC Rain to finally make it back into the playoffs in 5A Region 1, that is just an amazing accomplishment by that coaching staff, and the fan base has to be super excited, and I'm sure that they'll come out and support their team.
Baker kicking off once again. Going to be taken at the 15-yard line to the 20. 25 brought up to the 30. Meets a bunch of defenders, gets out to the 35-yard line, and brought down out of bounds.
Yeah, that's a good return there. That's the ball is almost up to the 40-yard line. As a matter of fact, they're going to spot him right at around about the 39-yard line of the Davidson Warriors. So good starting field position. Davidson just has to get some plays strung together and move this ball quickly on offense if they want to try to cut into this now. According to the scoreboard, they're actually leading in the ball game by a score of 49-28. I'm pretty sure Fred Riley will take that.
I don't know if a Davidson coach or somebody's
been bribed.
Somebody snuck over there to take over the scoreboard.
That is good stuff.
They were leading for a hot second.
That is funny.
Vargas Manuel is going to keep it himself off of a play action, picks up a fresh set of downs off of a 13-yard scramble off the right side, and the Warriors continue to roll, just trying to keep pace.
They got excited about that 49-42 lead that they enjoyed, but
we're up, man.
Yeah, Manuel, good job of just setting up blocks, Tim, and just picking up every yard possible before he's finally brought down. Ball goes over into plus territory now for the Davidson Warriors. Sits at the 47-yard line of Baker. Clock continues to tick. 8:50 remaining in this ball game.
And the coach said to calm him down. It's like, we're not really up. David Reese going to get the carry on the left side to the 40. 35-30. Evades the defender and brought down.
No, he isn't.
No. Ultimately, inside the 20-yard line, he just kept going.
That was a beautiful run.
A thundering 180 pounds of David Reese getting the Warriors into the red zone.
Wow, that's close to a
30-yard run on the play.
30-yard run on the play, and
you thought he was going to be brought down right about here, where he had a couple of defenders on him, but continues to drag him, spins out of it, and then finally brought down all the way to the 15-yard line. The senior running back says, "My career's not over yet."
That's impressive. That was an impressive run. That was a much-needed run by the Davidson Warriors on offense. Now, if they're going to get back in this football game, Tim, they got to go ahead and score the ball as quickly as they possibly can, because right now they haven't been able to stop Baker on defense.
Manuel hands off to Edwards, powers his way up the middle and through some tackles for about a 5-yard gain to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, good job there by Edwards again. Need to play with a sense of urgency, but again, we have a player down. Actually, he was down earlier in the football game, I believe, on a kickoff return, is Reginald Johnson, who's the senior, the 6-foot, 190-pound senior Reginald Jefferson, who's currently down on the turf. As we take a look, now there's Jefferson there.
He makes the initial contact.
And he actually someone falls on him, and you can see him start to wince in pain right away as one of the defenders from Davidson fell on top of him. They're looking at his thigh area, somewhere around the knee. So hopefully it's just something, maybe like a contusion or something like that. But yeah, he's actually laid back down on the field, Tim, as we take a look at the 7A playoff bracket.
Well, Auburn is no stranger to the Mobile area, especially in the playoff times. We've seen them come in and actually battle McGill the last couple of years. Now they're going to be taking on Foley who is a explosive offensive team themselves.
Yeah.
And we know Auburn to be more of a defensive team just because of some of the prospects that they put out the last couple of years. Rashawn Evans, Reuben Foster, some of those names that you've heard of. And so they're going to be taking on a senior-laden Foley Lions team in the first round. An exciting matchup for Week 1, Howard.
Got a chance to watch that Foley Lions team play Murphy a couple of weeks ago at Foley. And you're right, that team and that environment is going to be a tough task for Auburn. That's going to be a great opening round matchup over in Foley, Alabama. So if you're looking at that bracket, as we see an encouraging sign as Reginald Jefferson walks off the field under his own power, but if you are trying to pick and choose which game you're going to attend, make your way over to Foley and go to that football game and watch them play Auburn. That is going to be some tough, hard-nosed playoff football over in Foley, Alabama.
Well, you can't go wrong with any of the games that are going to be happening as David Reese gets the carry, going to go into the end zone. David Reese, a 10-yard rush, gets the Warriors back on the board. 7 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the game. It's the end of the season, Howard. You can't hold anything back.
I guess you can. I guess you're going to have to leave all this scoring on the field because you darn sure can't take it home with you. As we watch Reese here with the football, able to just get into the end. He didn't get touched by anyone on the defense, Tim, until he was going into the end zone as the point after is up and it is good, and we get another shot of Reginald Jefferson on the trainer's table, Tim. Hopefully they're going to be able to take a look at his knee and see what's going on.
Baker leading Davidson 42-35 with 7 minutes, 37 seconds remaining in the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week.
It's here, the MCPSS mobile app. It's a way for you to stay connected and informed with all of the happenings around the school district. Receive weather alerts, check your child's grades and homework, plus more. Watch sports, original programming, find school locations, and read the latest news. Stay connected with all your favorite social networking sites. Download it today for free.
Welcome back to fourth quarter action of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. Tim Finnegan, Howard McCain, bringing you an explosive offensive battle between the Baker Hornets and the Davidson Warriors. 42-35 is our score. 7 minutes, 37 seconds remaining here in the regular season as the Warriors go for an onside kick. I'm not sure that traveled far enough on the play as they look to recover it.
Yeah, I see a flag drop right around the line of scrimmage, up around the 40-yard line, I believe, where the ball was kicked. So this is going to be an offsides penalty against the Davidson Warriors, so that's going to back them up. So even if they would have gotten off a kick that traveled 10 yards and were able to cover it up, it was going to go for naught anyway because it's going to be offsides.
That ball, encroachment, the kicking team, 5-yard penalty, will still have a free kick.
You think they were a little anxious on that one?
Just a little bit, just a little bit. So now that Baker knows what's coming, everybody is going to be up at that 10-yard boundary awaiting this kickoff to make sure that they boot this thing deep this time as J. Michael Riley goes back to I'm sorry, that's not J. Michael Riley. That is Spence.
Shanavan.
There you go.
Shanavan coming out. And he kicks a high, short one.
Straight out of bounds.
This one's going to go out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Okay, so, Tim.
As long as they keep it out of the hands of Trey McMillan, that's all that matters to them.
Yeah, but you surrender about 20 yards of field position by doing that.
Actually, that's about 15 yards less than what would have happened on average tonight from McMillan.
Yeah, but find a soft spot in the formation and just try to dunk it in there. Don't kick it straight out of bounds.
Wow, they are really. What are we going on here?
I think they're going to
We're going with a re-kick?
Here we go. We're going to get a call. We're going to get the call here from the referee because I don't know what the heck is going on. I think
we got a kicking team and an offense on the field.
I think that the penalty for kicking out of bounds is going to be declined.
We have a correction. Baker has chosen to take the penalty and back him up 5 yards and kick from the 35-yard line.
Okay. All right, we're going to do this all over again.
The offense is like, hey, man, we're ready to go out there.
The offense ran all the way down here to the 35-yard line of the Warriors, ready to start their offense.
We have a correction. Just like I said the first time, they're taking the ball 25 yards from the free kick line. Baker's ball, 1st and 10.
Just like you said the first time.
I told you.
Were you listening?
Every time the mic goes hot with Mike Smith, you are going to get a detailed explanation as to what's going. You're not going to be ignorant to the situation.
Hang on, he's not done yet. He's not done.
It was from the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, we didn't catch all that. So Baker's going to take over at the 40-yard line.
You can get the transcript after the game is over. How about that?
What do they call those people that are in the
Baker was elected to take the ball 25 yards from the free kick line, which was on the 35-yard line, so it'll be their ball, 1st and 10 on the 40-yard line.
I'm glad we have him tonight.
I love Mike Smith. I love it. I absolutely love it. He's like a teacher out there. He just doesn't have the smart board.
Well, the players are over there like, hey, man, can we get back out there?
It's cold.
Brown's going to get the carry. He's going to test the left side. Brought down at the 42-yard line. Minimal gain on the play on 1st down. Going to bring up about 2nd and 8 now.
Yeah, Baker isn't going to go out of bounds at any point during this drive, Tim. They want to go ahead and shorten this football game and get out of here with this win as we watch as Chapel hands off to his running back, Brown. As you can see right there, instead of going out of bounds, Brown just makes sure he gets tackled in bounds. Clock continues to tick Tim down. We're now to 7:05 left in the football game. Baker up by a single touchdown in this track meet of a football game.
Absolutely. No other way to describe it tonight. Chapel comes out, another handoff to Brown. Back into the middle, runs through a defender, and picks up a fresh set of downs. About a 10-yard run on the play, crosses into Davidson territory across the 50-yard line.
And you have to believe each and every time Baker picks up a 1st down, Tim, that's at least another minute and a half, close to 2 minutes, that they can run off of the clock with their offense as we watch as Reese looks to the sideline, then decides to break it back into the middle of the field where he's tackled down. Clock continues to tick. Baker coming back on offense with a fresh set of downs. Ball sits now on the 46-yard line of the Warriors.
McMillan checks in, 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Beard, the H-back in the backfield, is going to get the carry. Beard charging forward, gets a 5-yard gain on the play, getting them up to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, just doing nothing fancy, Tim. Just a halfback dive up the middle. Clock again continues to tick. Looks like he picked up about maybe 6 yards. So it's a nice gain on 1st down. But more importantly for Davidson, that clock continues to tick, Tim. 6:05 now remaining in the football game.
Oh, it's been an incredible battle the entire way, and we expected the starters to come out at some point in this
thought
game,
so.
But not the case, as it has been more competitive than I think a lot of people imagine, as far as at this point in the season, the rebuilding Davidson Warriors taking on the 8-1 Baker Hornets. As McMillan goes up the middle, breaks away from a bunch of defenders, and finally brought down at the 20-yard line, a 20-yard run for the sophomore running back.
Yeah, and now, of course, if Baker puts this in the end zones and we take a look here, now what you're not going to see is Chapel run the football because they have to keep their quarterback healthy going into the playoffs. But a nice job of running in between tackles in tight space that time, McMillan, and finishes strong, finishes the run forward, Tim. He's tackled at about the 22-yard line, but he finally goes down at about the 20. Ball right on the edge of the red zone for the Baker Hornets.
5 minutes, 20 seconds and counting here in the game. McMillan with another carry, going up the middle, gets about a 5-yard gain on the play to the 15.
Yeah, this drive right here has just been all about eating clock, and of course, if they can get the ball into the end zone for the Baker Hornets, great. But Jack French wants to finish this football game, Tim. He wants to get out of here. Guys healthy. Now, we did see Reginald Jefferson go down, and he was on the trainer's table the last time we took a look at him. I'm looking along the sideline. I don't see him getting treatment. I see his helmet on the training table, and he's talking to one of the staff members. But he's pretty much up and around, so that's a good sign.
Beard and McMillan in the backfield. Beard shifting over in front of Chapel. Chapel's going to hand off to McMillan. He's going to test up the middle once again. A little bit of a scramble over there, but brought down shy of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, Travis Barnes comes in and finishes off the tackle. For the Davidson Warriors, clock continues to tick. I don't see Davidson looking to use any of their timeouts here on 3rd down. They're just going to let the clock go ahead and tick. So if they can stop them here, maybe Baker goes for it on 4th down and continue to hold the football and eat up this last 4 minutes left on the clock as they lead here at home by a score of 42-35, last regular season game of the season for both teams.
3rd and short now for the Hornets. Less than 4 minutes remaining in the game. Another quick handoff to Beard. He charges forward and picks up a fresh set of downs to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, again, just a methodical drive put together here by the Baker Hornets. Now, if you are the Davidson Warriors, Tim, and you want to try to save time, do you just kind of just act like Moses in the Red Sea? And you just kind of move out of the way, open up a big enough lane for the running back to get through and into the end zone as we watch Beard on this next carry, able to push the ball forward into, I believe, what is that, the 6-yard line. And it's 1st and goal now for the Baker Hornets.
Brown back at running back for the Hornets. He's going to get a carry this time. Evades the defender, gets around the right side, and then brought down. Didn't go anywhere on the play.
Yeah, Ricky Brown on the carry and is brought down by Travis Barnes. So much for my theory of just going ahead and letting them score, and that way you keep more time for your offense to do something. So they're going to leave it in the hands of the defense is what Coach Riley and his staff is going to do, Tim, and they're going to try to dig in and try to stop Baker and hopefully force them into maybe a field goal attempt here late. But right now, Fred Riley and his staff are not using timeouts as the clock continues to tick, and Baker is taking their sweet time getting up to the line of scrimmage.
They've got pride, Howard. It's the final game of the season. You can't hold anything back. Chappell with the carry on this one. Goes over one defender, takes a shot at the 1-yard line, and they're going to mark him down right there.
Yeah, I didn't expect Chappell.
Ooh, got a little bit of a limp there.
Yeah, I didn't expect Chappell to carry the football anymore tonight. As we look here, Chappell decides to keep run around the right edge. Good seal-off block. Nobody there really to defend.
Gets first contact right there. Spins out of it.
And that's
tries to keep his balance, and then woo!
And takes a shot to the back of the head right there, Tim. Again, these are just shots that you just don't want to see your team take. Your quarterback takes. We get a timeout here taken. I want to say it's taken by Davidson.
There's 2 minutes and 36 seconds not only remaining in the game, but remaining in the regular season as the Baker Hornets are trying to add to their historic start, 8-1 on the season. Quite the turnaround in the 4 years under Jack French. They're on their way to their 2nd playoff appearance in 3 years. They're 2 minutes and 36 seconds away from continuing to add on to their historic run, possibly making a 9-1 record.
Hornet Nation is just excited about their football program and what Coach French has been able to do because, again, like we mentioned early on in the broadcast, I just remember when Baker was, when you looked at Baker on your schedule, you just marked off win.
It was a homecoming game.
Yeah, exactly. They were homecoming opponents for many schools, but now Baker is a team to be reckoned with. And since Coach French has come in, I mean, he's just really just taken over and put his stamp on this football team. And they win, and they win with class, and they play like gentlemen, and that is just a testament to what Coach French and his personality has just been imprinted on this football team, Tim, and it shows with their play on the field.
3rd and goal now. What's even more incredible about the Baker Hornets run is the fact Chappell's going to take it himself and another quarterback carry. He's going to get another touchdown to his name tonight with 2 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in our game. I was going to say another incredible factor about their run this year, Howard, is the fact that in preseason so many teams were talking about the regional realignments and just how much tougher 7A Region 1 was going to be, and every game was going to matter, almost like an SEC of high school football. And the fact that Fairhope and Baker have been the two teams that have made the strongest runs, Fairhope being undefeated, Baker only losing one game to Fairhope. That's just incredible what we've been able to see this season. Snap is down, the kick is up. And the Baker Hornets continue to extend their lead now. 49-35, 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the game. And you just can't say enough about what they've been able to do tonight.
Yeah, and that score pretty much goes ahead and salts this football game away as we see a lot of the fans from the Davidson sideline, Tim. They've already made it to the exits. They pretty much can see that it's academic here.
It's only 9:15. They got some trick-or-treating to do. They can catch up. They
can still have a late dinner somewhere, which is probably what I'm going to do.
Waffle House?
No, man.
Oh, okay.
No, that's too heavy. I gotta lay down on that. I don't want to lay down on cheese, eggs, and sausage, man. I don't want to. I have a
What about an all-star breakfast?
I have nightmares.
Oh, man.
No, man. Ham will be chasing me in my dream. I'm telling you, every time I eat pork before I go to sleep, a huge ham chases me in my dream.
You're killing me.
I'm serious. I'm telling you, man. I'm trying to keep it from killing me.
You can't go wrong with Waffle House, bro.
Oh, I love the greasy spoon, man. It's outstanding.
2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in our game. The Baker Hornets coming off of another rushing touchdown, this time by Burt Chappell. They're going to kick this one away. Whoa, two Davidson Warriors collide to try to get the ball. Same team, guys, same team.
Somebody has to yell fire. I mean, I'm serious. Somebody has to yell fire. You're going to get somebody hurt that way. Both guys converging to
take a look right here.
Well, that was Clifford Norwood, and also I believe that was – I'm sorry, not Clifford Norwood. I'm sorry, I'm looking on the wrong depth chart again. That was actually James Clemens and Hayden Maxey. Both guys converged on the kickoff return. Neither guy called the other one off. They collided. Tim Ball fumbled, but luckily one of the guys from Davidson was able to cover up as Manuel leads the offense back onto the field, Tim. 2:25 left in this ball game.
They spread out some options. David Reese going to get the carry, spins out of one tackle and brought down in the backfield. A 2-yard loss on the play is going to bring up a 2nd and 12 from the 20-yard line as the clock continues to run.
Yeah, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Baker is just going to play prevent. Of course, the Warriors are going to get into a no-huddle, bit of a hurry-up style offense, Tim, to try to move this ball downfield as quickly as they can. Under 2 minutes now left in the ball game.
Two key seniors for this Warriors program for a very long time, David Reese and Uric Bethune. You got to think that they're going to try to get them as much action late into this game as possible. Manuel's going to keep it himself, get around a couple of defenders, and finally brought down at the 30-yard line, just a couple of yards short of that first down marker.
Yeah, I actually talked to Uric Bethune's dad, George, earlier today, and as we take a look here, as Manuel takes the snap from center and nothing downfield. As a matter of fact, that was a design quarterback run as he all of a sudden had a huge
burst. Look how fast
of,
he was moving.
Yeah, a huge burst of speed right there, man. He turned into the Flash for a second. But Uric is his dad says he has several offers.
Absolutely.
Now, he did not name who those offers were from.
Primarily Sun Belt teams right now.
Okay.
In preseason, when I sat down with him and talked to him, he told me that there are a number of Sun Belt teams, I believe. South Alabama was looking at one point, but Division I, you got to be excited about that if you're a high school senior.
Yeah, and his dad basically said now it's just a matter of them just picking which one is just going to be a good fit for his son. So he's going to be in somebody's program at the D1 level. Right now, we just don't know where. But he's an impressive athlete. His dad was an impressive athlete at the University of Alabama.
Well, it looks like they're getting some adjustments over there on the sidelines with the chains, as we're going to have a short yard conversion upcoming for the Warriors. They did not award them the first down. It'll be second and short now from the 30-yard line. 1 minute, 25 seconds and counting, and they're going to blow the whistle on this one.
If you, Tim, if you ever get a chance to meet Uric's dad, George, try to avoid shaking his hand because he's got those huge hands that when he wraps his hand around yours to shake it, half of his hand actually goes up your forearm. And he ends up shaking. I mean, his hands are huge, man. It's kind of intimidating.
Looks like they're making some substitutions over there for Baker,
which is smart. I mean, the game is pretty much done. So let some of your backup defenders get in there, get some playing time. Let them be a part of this win.
All 1 minute and 20 seconds.
They're still a part of the win.
Exactly.
You can't tell them. I'm not. They won't tell you. I'm not going in for the next 124. Are you kidding me? When the coach calls their number, they're in there.
Well, it's been an incredible night, especially for seniors, as we talked about the two ends of the spectrum. While one group of seniors will be playing for the playoffs, the other group, this is the final time for some of them to strap on the helmet. The whistle is blown.
Yeah, that's going to be a pre-snap penalty, Tim. More than likely, that was a false start. I believe that's going to go against Davidson. So that's going to back him up another 5 yards, and we're down to 1:09 left. So here late in the ball game, we've come to a grinding halt. But still, we're still on pace for a 2.5-hour football game.
I'm hoping we're going to get an explanation here on what happened. You know, it's interesting.
I can't believe you asked that. Of
the
course
first,
we are.
The first 4 quarters, I mean, the majority of this game, 90% of this game has been really fast. And the last couple of minutes of this game is
grinding halt.
They've slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, just a awful grinding halt.
Is it a strategy? Is it a strategy to kind of savor things?
I guess so.
They want to make sure that the fans out here get their money's worth. And our fans watching it all around the world tonight here on Seymour TV.
Yeah, I think these fans are just really ready to get out of here because the wind has really picked up down on the field. And you and I can tell up here in the booth that the wind is the wind coupled with the temperature dropping. And I'm sure the temperature has dropped somewhat tonight since we've been in this football game. I think the low tonight was supposed to get down into the 50s.
Really?
And, yeah.
Well, I know last night it got down to about that point.
Now, my weather.com app, I know you don't like it.
Update us.
It says 63.
But
with that wind chill, it's got to be a lot lower than that. Now, it says it's 63 and it feels like 63, but there's a 19-mile-an-hour wind that's blowing around on that field. So it may say 63, but I promise you to these fans, it doesn't feel like 63.
It looks like they're talking to Coach Fred Riley over the Davidson sideline, trying to get some explanation on why they blew the play dead, and looks like we're going to get an explanation coming up.
All right, Mike. Give us something good, buddy. Well, he's not ready to make the call yet because he's got to go over and talk to Jack French now.
He faked us out.
Yeah.
Man, I was hoping we were going to get an explanation.
Well, this isn't going to be a short conversation. Mike is a very thorough guy, so he's going to make sure he tells him everything he needs to know. Probably have a Q&A afterwards. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Back in for more.
Oh. Something with the personnel over here.
We spent more time in this stoppage of play than it took to play the entire third quarter.
Is that the stat of the night?
I think that's a stat of the night. Stat of the night.
Wow. The stat of the night is all the number of rushing touchdowns that have happened tonight. It's been incredible. We're going to have to add this one up. No explanation. Man, all that and no explanation? Come on, man. Where were we?
Tim, we have a combined total of 9 rushing touchdowns.
9 rushing touchdowns to how many passing?
By both teams tonight.
Manuel's going to keep it himself. Brought down. Looks like he got close to that first down marker. They will spot him, and they will award a fresh set of downs to the Warriors as we are now ticking under a minute remaining in the game. You doing the math over there?
You know what? I take it back. It's actually 10 rushing touchdowns.
10 rushing touchdowns.
1 passing touchdown and 1 kickoff return touchdown.
Wow. Manuel comes out, throws a strike, makes a connection to Bethune, and gets out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Another fresh downs for the Warriors. Bethune had a receiving touchdown, and there was a quick strike coming across the middle for Baker, so that's 2 passing touchdowns tonight.
Now, I don't think he made it out of bounds, Tim. I believe they whistled that he did not go down in bounds. As we take a look here, Manuel looking for Bethune the entire way, loads up and throws. Bethune, nice catch, was not able to make it to the boundary. Yeah, he's tackled in bounds, Tim, so the clock starts back. 45 seconds left in the ball game.
Manuel comes out, throws another strike. This time coming across the middle and brought down shy of that first down marker near the 40-yard line.
Yeah, that's James Clemens. And, again, that was another one of those wide receiver screens out into the left flat. So he's going to come up short of the first down. No, take it back. A timeout will be taken, I believe, by the Davidson Warriors.
Baker leading 49-35, an impressive display of offense from both of these programs tonight. Just battling out on these coaches, of course, wanting to get their seniors as much playing time as possible here tonight.
Yeah, 84 total points hung in this football game. So, I don't know what the over-under was, but whatever it is, they went way over it tonight because a lot of points put up on the board as we still have some fans that are still enduring senior night here at Hornet Stadium. Again, temperatures have dipped down. The wind has really picked up a lot. At the beginning of the game, I think the wind was only at about, 10 miles an hour, and it's up to about 19 or 20 right now. So, man, you've got to be a dedicated fan and want to sit out here in that.
Well, there are plenty of dedicated fans in Hornet Nation, as not a single person has left the stands on the Baker sidelines. Manuel drops back to pass, has pressure from behind, checks it down to his receiver, gets out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and another Warrior first down.
Yeah, that's Eric Eiffel, who circled out of the backfield and presented himself as a target for Manuel in the left flat, able to get upfield, get out of bounds, and able to pick up enough for the first down. 27.8 seconds left as Manuel again finds Eiffel. Eiffel does the smart thing, gets out of bounds. Tim saves the clock, picks up a first down. New line of scrimmage, the 35-yard line of the Baker Hornets. Again, 27.8 seconds left in the ball game.
Warriors trailing 49-35. Manuel drops back to pass. Fresh set of downs. Looking downfield. Throws across the middle. No receiver in the area.
Yeah, he was actually looking for James Clemens, who was open, but Manuel overthrew him in the middle of the field. Clock stops on the incompletion. 2nd down and 10 now for the Warriors. Again, they still trail 49-35 here at Baker Stadium.
They waited till the end of the game to start passing a lot.
I know, right? And what does that do with the clock? It stops it.
Howard,
yes.
No one wants the high school football season to end. Come on now.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen eventually.
Bethune is all the way out in single coverage on the right side. Manuel pump fakes, looking to his left side, lobs it up, triple coverage in the area, and just overthrows out of bounds on the play, stopping the clock at 14 seconds remaining in our game.
Yeah, he was looking for Eric Eiffel, who drew triple coverage downfield on the left side. Manuel never glanced over to the right side to see what the route looked like for Bethune. So instead, he just heaved it up and threw it out of bounds. 14.3 seconds left in the ball game. Tim, in the season for the Davidson Warriors, is now 3rd down and 10. Ball sits on the 35-yard line.
Manuel, Edwards, and a number of sophomores for the Warriors have been quite impressive tonight. And then you got to look on the other side of the field with the Baker Hornets, just all around an impressive performance. Trey McMillan, Alec Hazard, Burt Chappell. I mean, just so many playmakers for both of these teams. Manuel rolling out to the right side, lobs it up, tipped around, and almost intercepted.
Yeah, that was almost picked off. Yeah, he was looking for Eric Eiffel, who had faded out into double coverage out in the right flat. As we take a look, Manuel, good protection up front, has all the time in the world to look around and find someone. Went to his 1st, 2nd, and 3rd option, tried to dink it in to Eiffel. He was double covered. Ball is knocked away, falls incomplete. Clock stops, 4.7 seconds left in this ball game. This is more than likely the final play of tonight's ball game, Tim, and the final play of the regular season here in 2014.
4th and 10 from the 35-yard line. 4 seconds remaining on the clock. Manuel in the backfield, rolls to his right, has a blocker, lobs it up in the air. Coverage everywhere. Uric Bethune in the end zone, intercepted in the end zone. Tipped up and finally picked off. Holden Verdon back there to intercept it for Baker in the end zone, and that's going to be all she wrote for the 2014 regular season as Baker caps off a historic record, 9-1 with a 49-35 win over the Davidson Warriors.
Yeah, looks like Manuel was just trying to get it up to Bethune. Ball gets slapped away, and Holden Verdon is in the back of the end zone, Tim, to secure the final possession. Turnover for the Baker Hornets, and that's how they end their regular season. 49-35, our final score.
We'll be back with post-game coverage coming up next here on the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week.
It started for me when I went into the 1st grade, and then I went on to George Hall Elementary School, and from there to Williamson, where I graduated. The public school system, it had a great impact on me because not only did it prepare me academically for my future career, but it also prepared me for life. Because of its diversity of students and teachers, it really gave me a well-rounded education.
At 2 rushing, 1 pass.
Welcome into post-game coverage of the Mobile County Public Schools High School Football Game of the Week. Tim Finnegan, Howard McCain, an incredible track meet for the two offenses between the Baker Hornets and the Davidson Warriors. But the Hornets extend on to a 9-1 regular season record, the best record by a Hornets football team in school history.
And we could see why. You know, this is the first broadcast that we've done of Baker all season. And I was thoroughly impressed with Jack French. And his football team that he has on the field. And again, I've said it time and time again, especially in radio, a team takes on the personality of his head coach. Jack French knows how to win. And he's brought that winning attitude here to Baker High School. Again, used to be a doormat here in the city. They were homecoming opponents for most teams, but now they are a team to be reckoned with, and they're going to the playoffs once again 2 times in 3 years.
An incredible run for the Baker Hornets, but don't take anything away from the incredible display by Fred Riley's Davidson Warriors. If you're a fan from either one of these teams, you have to be excited about the present and the future, because so many young players looking to step up next season for the Warriors while the Hornets continue, and it's just scary to think about the youth and the depth that they have in this program.
Oh, yeah, Edwards from that running back position. It's going to be fun to watch that kid grow and develop. Manuel from the quarterback position, another kid that's going to be fun to watch and develop. Too bad they're going to be losing Bethune to graduation, but some program is going to be getting a great player in Uric Bethune. So, you know, do not feel sad for Coach Riley. He's got talent on the cupboard.
Well, we want to thank all of our viewers watching with us from around the world the entire season. For our great production crew with the Mobile County Public School System, our producer Quentin Howard, for Howard McCain, I'm Tim Finnegan. Thanks for watching a great 2014 regular season of the high school football action in the Mobile area.